Well. World-class veteran video game critic Michael Does Life. Oh, Michael.
Oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. There's an oh, it's a setup, it's a setup, it's a setup. Trailer, there's a mo, it's a beast.
Shut the fuck up! Fucker! Move!
Bad luck, I guess.
There was a girl I knew. She said she cared about me. She tried to make my world the way she thought it should be. Yeah, we were desperate then to have each other to hold. There's a There were so many times I would wake up and knew, yeah, with my head spinning round, I would wait for the moon. Yeah, we were desperate then to have each other to hold and give her one more chance to try to save my
Never has there been an opening like this in the entertainment industry. This week, Grand Theft Auto 5 pulled in $1 billion in sales in 3 days. No movie or music release has ever come close to that.
Yeah, it was hard to give up. Some things are hard to let go. Some things are never enough. I guess I only can hope. Yeah, we were desperate then to have each other to hold and give her one more chance to try to save my There's a long, long road. There's a long, long road. Yeah, we were desperate and long to have each other.
Folks at home, we need you guys to lock in here today. It is the day after the 27 Theory, and my question to you, incels, is how are we feeling today? It is the day after the 27 Theory, and Rockstar Games did not pull the curtain back on the biggest entity in all of vidya. Yeah, that is unfortunate to say the least, but nonetheless, we'll have to see what's in store for Rockstar Games and GTA 6 as we head into 2025 in just a few days here. And there could be some surprises in 2025 as it kicks off the year that GTA 6 is supposed to release. We need you guys to lock in right here and right now. Let's get a one in the chat. Let's go. The 27 Theory has come and gone, and unfortunately they had nothing to show for. They had nothing to show for the entirety of 2024. And that is a massive red flag in my opinion. And we're going to dissect today why this is a huge problem, why people aren't looking at the signs that we've already gotten on why this game probably isn't releasing in 2025, and worst case scenario, and I need you guys to lock in for this one, worst case scenario, and I know this is going to sound crazy, worst case scenario, they might stay silent for a whole nother year. Rockstar Games might stay silent for an entire year again. Think about that. It is definitely in the cards, a possibility. Rockstar Games might very well stay silent for another year. Okay? They had no rush in 2024 to give us any update, zero. And I don't see that changing in 2025, especially if, of course, the game does get delayed. That's the assumption that we're going under. The game getting delayed in 2025, that would be the only announcement in 2025. It's not looking good for this game, folks. I'll tell you that right now. Anyone that says otherwise and is still delusional and thinks that this game is releasing in fall of 2025 is a loser. And we're going to start banning those people because it's getting ridiculous. I'm tired of hearing about the fact that this game is coming in fall of 2025 when Rockstar has nothing to show for. It's not a matter of patience. It's a matter of something went wrong in the development process, and they cannot commit to a more specific release timeline, more specific release time window as we head into 2025, at least so far. It is not looking good for this game, that I can tell you. It's not looking good for this game at all. It's not looking good for this game at all. I'm going to tell you that right here, right now. And it's not because the 27 theory didn't come to fruition. It's because we didn't get any information, literally zero, in the entirety of 2024. They've had an entire year to give us something. You got nothing. But that's okay. Because you freeloaders can't afford this game. That's very apparent to me. So that's why we're going to come to the list here. And we're going to say why GTA 6 is delayed, or should be. Number one, you freeloaders can't afford it. I'll tell you that right now. So, first of all, Rockstar wants to make some money. Take-Two wants to make some money. They know these gamers are down bad, and you got plenty of time to find a job. Okay, this game ain't coming out until probably 2026 at this point. So you freeloaders have plenty of time to find a job, and that way you can afford this game when it does release in 2 years from now. This game ain't coming out next year, bud. You have a whole nother 2 years to wait. How about that? This game ain't coming out in 2025. It's not happening. This game is not coming out in 2025. It's not happening. It's not happening. You have to buy a brand new console if you don't have a PS5 or Xbox. If you have the 360 or Xbox One or whatever the hell, or PS4, you have to go out and buy a new console on top of this. So it is an investment. It's a $500, $600 investment, maybe more depending on what console you buy to play this game. It's not on PC, so. That's what we're talking about. Well, we're glad someone has a job that they can support the show.
The 11111 super chatted 35 Israeli
Love to see it.
shekels and 90 agarot. World class, correct like always. Real fan here. I got a job so I can show love for world
That's
class.
what we're talking about. That's what we love to see. Let's go ahead and get that hype train going. We had big numbers yesterday. I'm not sure how authentic they were, but nonetheless, we had big numbers, a lot of eyeballs on the show. I'm not sure what the view count is here because I can't see it. But the 110 coming through, love to see that coming through. Papa the Cherry supporting the show in a way that makes sense. Today we're going to break down why this game is not releasing in 2025. This is my theory. We're going to come up with a non-2025 theory. And it's looking too good. I'll tell you that right now. I want this game to release sooner rather than later. I'll take a broken game at this point because a broken game from Rockstar is going to be a better game than most of these games that are supposedly complete when they release. That's what we're talking about. Demetrius Trump is coming through, and he's coming through in a way that makes sense.
Demetrius Trump clips super chatted $5. Please let your favorite president call in.
Well, we don't do that's not a segment that we do anymore. So you can't go into Burger King and ask for the Whopper. Or the Big Mac, rather, because they don't serve that there. So when you come to me, and I'm just being honest with you, when you come to me and put that on me, you know we don't do call-ins. So we don't do that segment anymore. We retired that segment years ago. We don't do call-ins. Creates a parasocial problem in here, and it's already bad enough. So right here, GTA 6. Number one, you freeloaders can't buy it, obviously, because you got to buy a new console if you don't have it already. New console required, okay? And quite frankly, the longer they wait, it all makes sense. The longer they wait, the more sales. Think about it.
Ray Chronic 400.
Ray Chronic 420 is coming through. Love to see it coming through with the 10.
Super chat. I play intergalactic heretic thingy, but I don't get laid regularly enough to really enjoy it per se.
Yeah, well, that is a problem with gamers. I mean, they just can't get out of that basement. Sad stuff. That's why they don't resonate with the show, because it's an outside show and they can't handle that. Ray Chronic 420 coming through hard and strong with the 10. Love to see it. So right here, why GTA 6 is delayed or should be. First of all, the freeloaders can't afford it. New consoles required if you don't have one already. The longer Take-Two waits, the more sales they will make. It's pretty simple on that. As the install base for PS4, or PS5 rather, and Xbox will be higher than they currently are this holiday season. So if they wait until 2026 at the end of this generation, the install base will be the highest it's ever been, therefore more sales. Number 3, the devs didn't want to go back to the office early 2024. Okay, the devs did not want to go back to the office. How do we spell office? They did not want to go back to the office. Okay, this is why the game's delayed. It was right there the whole time, but you guys didn't want to listen. Two-time Jody Hot combo. Let's get it up in here.
The 111 super chatted 35 is
Who cares?
raining
Rockstar was good at
shekels
one
and
point, now they're
90
not.
lot.
That's how it
Coming
works.
strong with the Tony Hawk combo. Kamala lost. Deal with it.
Yeah, they still can't handle that, I'll tell you. They still can't handle that. So we go to why this game is in the shitter. It's pretty apparent. It's pretty obvious on what the game plan is here. This game is more than likely not hitting 2025. It just doesn't seem like it makes sense at this point. Now, of course, we could be wrong. We hope that we're wrong. But first of all, the freeloaders can't require it. They can't afford it, rather, because it requires a new console if you don't have one. And if you're a freeloader, you certainly don't have an Xbox Series X, Series S, or a PlayStation 5. The longer they wait, the more sales they make. And number 3, the devs didn't want to go back to the office. This was reported in early 2024. That was your sign that there was nothing coming. And speaking of nothing coming, nothing has come since the entirety of the year. So Rockstar skips 2024. Rockstar skips the entirety of 2024. That is a big red flag. They've never done that before in the history of the company. They've never gone silent for an entire year, and yet this time around, the delusion isn't the 27 theory, okay? The delusion isn't the 27 theory. The delusion is thinking that this game is coming in fall of 2025. That's the delusion. That's the delusion. The delusion isn't in the 27 theory. There was no delusion there. The delusion is thinking that this game is releasing in fall of 2025. It's not happening. That's the delusion. Go. New consoles required. If you're a broke gamer, you can't get it. The longer they wait, the more sales they will make. It's pretty self-explanatory. The install base for PS5 and Series X and Series S will be at an all-time high at the end of the generation, as opposed to where it's at now in the middle. Number 3, the devs did not want to go back to the office in early 2024. You can go type in those... You can type that in, and you'll find articles about that earlier this year. That was a massive transition period for the devs. They didn't want to go back to the office. Number 4, Rockstar skips the entirety of 2024 with 0 updates surrounding this game. We're just getting started, folks. This game is not releasing this 2025. And you guys are just going to have to settle down with this game because it's not happening anytime soon. There's just absolutely no way. We need you guys to start locking in here. The delusion is thinking that this game is releasing in 2025 when it's not happening. It isn't happening, folks. The game is not releasing in 2025. It's right here on the screen, number 5. Okay, the freeloaders can't afford new consoles. That's what's required to play this game. If you don't have a new console, then you're not going to be able to play this game, and it's not on PC, at least for the first year or so. So that is an issue, okay? The longer they wait on that, the more sales they will make, as the install base for the PS5 and the Xbox will be higher than they ever have been before, as it will be the end of the life cycle for the consoles, presumably. What we do know for a fact is that the devs did not want to go back to the office in early 2024.
The 11111 super chatted 35 Israeli new shekels and 90 agarot. Arthur Morgan is a beautiful man. That's the only reason they think Red Dead 2 is a masterpiece.
Yeah, and I'm glad finally someone came out of the closet and figured that one out, because that's the only thing. If Arthur Morgan was not attractive, if Arthur Morgan wasn't hot, you wouldn't have resonated with the story. You don't. So that is literally psychologically factual. Arthur Morgan had to be hot for you to resonate with the story. I don't care if you disagree. I don't care if you think that's funny. They put Brad Pitt in movies for a reason, right? Because he sells. Well, you get an attractive man in the game. You got all these closeted gays. They come out of the woodwork, right? Oh, I'm not gay. I'm straight, by the way. No, you're not. You're gay. You love Arthur Morgan. That's great. Nothing wrong with that, by the way, but I'm just saying. That's the only reason why it sold. Arthur Morgan was hot. And gamers, a lot of liberal gamers these days. Let's put it that way. So you freeloaders can't afford it. New consoles required for GTA 6. The longer they wait, the more sales. The install base for the PS4, PS5 will be higher than ever before. The devs, and this is a fact, by the way, number 3 is a fact, folks. The devs didn't want to go back to the office in early 2024 as they transitioned from working from home to mandating the office work style. So there was a massive transition there, and I think that was the delay right there. When you have all these devs working from home, and all of a sudden they get a call, or an email rather, and they have to come in, and it's mandatory, that's a big shift for hundreds and hundreds of employees, however many, right? Big shift. That was the delay right there. Internally, it delayed in early 2024. This company no longer seemingly believes in crunch. And if they don't believe in crunch, then they're going to take their sweet-ass time with this game. And as such, that is kind of given, as Rockstar has skipped the entirety of 2024 with 0 updates. And that is the first time ever that they've done that. But yet this game is supposedly coming. I've read some dumb bullshit on, not about the 27 theory, but about the fact that these losers think that this game is still coming in 2025. It's not happening. I'll tell you that right now. It's not happening. Okay? It's not happening. They wouldn't skip an entire year if the game were releasing the next year. That's insanity. Never has been done before. The game's getting delayed this year. In 2025, game will likely get delayed in 2025, and that will be the only update surrounding this game. Something went haywire with this game, and if you can't, the fuck is that? If you can't figure that out, then I don't know what to tell you. The game will likely get delayed in 2025, and that will be the only update. There won't be trailer 2. This game doesn't even need to exist. When you think about the money that they're making, this game doesn't even need to exist. '25 release date is dead in the water. The Batman 2 is also delayed. Yeah, and that's a movie. And you could argue that making a video game might be harder than a movie, but at this point, we don't even know.
I at Super Chatted $5. If the Batman movie was delayed to 2027, why wouldn't this game be delayed to 2027?
Yeah, that's a movie. I mean, why would they delay a movie that long? Shouldn't be that hard to set the camera up and film it in front of a green screen. I mean, really, honestly. So if these movies are getting pushed back that far, then this game is definitely not happening. This game is not releasing in fall of 2025. It would be a miracle for this game to release at this point in fall of 2025. And we know there probably won't be an update. Obviously, we don't know anything, of course. We're just surmising. But I will say that we know in the new year, I think that's their wording, in the new year, GTA 5 gets next-gen update on PC. Okay, so they got to worry about that. And they're going to have to market that. They're going to have to put out a trailer for that. There's going to be a whole thing for that, more than likely. So in the new year, this is from Rockstar themselves. I can pull it up right here. If this is it, that's not it. This is it right here. This is from Rockstar Games themselves earlier this year. They came out of the woodwork and they said, there's still much more to come, and as well as plans to bring the much-requested PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S features of GTA Online to the PC platform in the new year. So it's right there from the horse's mouth. There is no trailer 2 in January. There is no trailer 2 in January. I mean, what's the rush for Rockstar Games to talk about this game? Of course, at some point they have to. And it will be bad news, and the game will get delayed. You don't skip an entire year if the game is still on track for fall of 2025. To sit there and think that this game doesn't need a bigger marketing campaign than previous titles or other games is absolutely asinine at this point. We can walk around the street right now and ask people, do they even know what GTA 6 is? They probably don't. It's an internet darling game that had some hype for a couple of weeks there, and then it fell right off. Right? The normies have already forgotten about this game. They're playing mobile games. They're playing whatever the fuck. Right? The normies need to give back more with this game, right? How do they do that? Well, they got to remind people that this game exists. The marketing campaign has to be strong. You guys are losers if you don't think that the marketing campaign is going to be even stronger than ever before. It's unbelievably sad. So this is why the game should be delayed, or is. First of all, you freeloaders can't afford it. New consoles required. That's over $400, $500, $600, $700. The longer they wait, the more sales they make. It's as simple as that. Image Complex is coming through hard.
Alex has just tipped €10 through Super Chat. So for GTA 6 beggar peasants, suffer. Professionalism is out of the window, and like every time there is a Republican in the office, horror and zombie movies are back. When you know, you know.
Make sure you don't get off the Zoloft. Appreciate your $10. Imagine living in the UK. Could never be me. You freeloaders can't afford it. New console required. The longer they wait, the more sales they make. Devs didn't want to go back to the office in early 2024. Rockstar skips the entirety of 2024 with 0 updates. The game will likely get delayed in 2025, as that will be the probably only update. In the new year, GTA 5 will get a next-generation update on the PC, and they're going to have to market that, and they're going to have to show people all about that. So the 27 theory wasn't delusional. The 2025 release date is delusional at this point. That I can tell you. Okay, we're just getting started here. Number 7. And we take a look at this over here. Look at this right here. This is what I was talking about. As Rockstar brings workers back to the office, some GTA 6 devs fear the sequel will bleed talent in the final stretch. Quote, losing key people and teams would be very, very bad. It sounds like an absolute clusterfuck. This was earlier this year when they had to transition from working at home back to the office. It's right here on the screen, folks. This was your delay earlier this year. The game really got delayed, but you didn't see it for some reason. When you have to have all of these devs transition from working at home, going back to the office, There's a massive time gap there where they have to make sure that that transition is smoothly, and I don't think it's as simple as people think it is. So with that said, there was probably months of downtime there where they had to ensure that they were all fully set up and the transition was seamless from the devs working at home to now mandating the office. There was the delay right there. And the only way that they can probably catch up at this point was either the game was really, really close to being done before that transition period, or they play crunch and catch up. But we know that these woke devs don't believe in hard work. We know that these devs don't believe in making sacrifices rather, in order to get the game to the finish line. So there is no crunch in this title, as that is something that they want to steer away from. This is the new Rockstar. The frat boy culture is gone. The game's delayed, and we figured that out earlier this year. That's why there's no update in 2024. If you honestly think that it's okay for Rockstar to not update us throughout the entire year when they just put out literally the biggest video game trailer of all time, you're an idiot. The game is not where it needs to be. They've never done this before, and nothing will change in January because at the very least, as they said, in the new year, quote, GTA 5 next-gen update on PC. Presumably there's going to be a trailer for that. Presumably they're going to talk about that and promote that a little bit. The new update on PC for GTA 5 that brings the next generation updates and features from the Xbox and PlayStation 5 to the PC, which those updates came in 2022 and you had to rebuy the game. Well, I don't know how they're going to handle it here, but that is obviously coming in the new year. That's literally what they said on the Rockstar Games Newswire. So if you're expecting if you're expecting GTA 6 news or information or whatever the fuck, it ain't happening in January, to say the least. It's not happening in January, to say the least. Rockstar doesn't need to talk about this game. And in fact, they can skip the entirety, and this isn't what people want to hear. If they delay the game, they can skip 2025. Basically what that means, no updates. Unless, of course, they delay the game. So the only update, if the game is already internally delayed, they obviously know that. And that's why there's no trailer 2. Let's go to the 8th reason. No trailer 2 because they would have to lock in a new date. Okay? It's really not that hard. No trailer 2 because they would have to lock in a new date. They're not confident in that. That's why there's no trailer 2. We got the articles right here. Look at this right here. It's time to lock in. Wait times for Rockstar game trailers. GTA 5, 378 days. Red Dead Redemption 2, 343 days. GTA 6, to be announced. To be announced, homie. Take a look at it. Let it soak in. Wait times for Rockstar Games trailers. 378 days for GTA 5. Red Dead Redemption 2, 343 days. GTA 6, to be announced. So the 27 theory wasn't delusion. The 2025 release date at this point is delusional. They have skipped an entire year, and that is not a great sign for this game. And we have shown you why that they've likely skipped an entire year. It just makes logical sense to not release this in 2025 when you really actually when you put your thinking cap on and you pull back and you look at it. Does it make sense to release this in 2025? It's really not that hard. So expect to wait another 365 days with no trailer 2 if it gets delayed. Okay, we've already put that one down. So if they skip If they delay the game, they can skip 2025 as well in terms of updates with that logic. If this game is not releasing until spring of 2025, of course, they might have to bark in fall of 2025 to talk and show us more about the game. But at this point, there is no rush, especially if the game is already internally delayed, but they haven't let the public know. Obviously, the devs working on this game, they know where this thing is at, and they know on whether or not they need more time. Presumably, Take-Two isn't putting their foot down, and that's the problem. You see, this is the problem with these modern woke game devs, is that they think they can go to the office and play tennis. You go to the office to work, right? And they'd rather play tennis in their pajamas and not wipe their ass. That's what they'd rather do. So that's why the game ain't getting done, because no one wants to put in the work. And if Take-Two is not putting their foot down and saying this is the deadline, then who's going to make that decision? The entire culture at Rockstar Games has changed. That's why so many key players have left. It's not because of the money. They're already multimillionaires. They left because the key culture at Rockstar has changed. The frat boy culture is out the window. They don't believe in crunch anymore. Red Dead Redemption 2. Everyone loves the game, right? Okay. Guess what? The game was made under heavy pressure. Go read all about it. The game was made under intense pressure. They were working long days, long weeks. But look at the quality, okay? You guys think it's a masterpiece? That's great. I don't have that same perspective, but that's okay. With that said, for most people it is a masterpiece, and that's because they made it under intense pressure. Well, they no longer believe in that. They no longer believe in crunch, which means that maybe the devs can just show up when they want, or at least not work on it. I guess it's up to them. I mean, I don't know. Don't work at Rockstar, but from what I've heard, it seems like things have changed. And you have these libtards that just sit around and applaud that and like, oh yeah, we're going to applaud people that don't work. We're going to applaud people that just don't put in the time. Doesn't make any sense. They skipped an entire year, and they have nothing to show for. How you can't see that as a problem is beyond me. Let's get you banned, bud. Yeah, I fell off just like Rockstar as well, so. Cope. Cope. We're not taking calls, okay? If you don't like that, you need to unsubscribe. If you can't unsubscribe, I'll be sure to ban you, and that way you'll get pissed and you'll leave. Okay? Why don't you respect what I do, what I put out, and if you don't like it, you can kiss my ass. I don't care. Fuck off. I don't care. I really don't care. Ain't nobody bringing the calls back, okay? I'm going to ban you. Let's get you banned as well. Fucking losers. I don't want to listen to you incels. Go fuck off.
The biggest disaster in all of video, but you don't care and you never will.
They don't care. They never will. It's a sad situation. These are total pathetic incels on the keyboard 24/7. I don't know how they even came out of the fucking womb. They probably had to get assistance on that too. Jesus Christ. Golden potatoes coming through. That's what we love to see. We need you guys to wake up in here. It's getting ridiculous. Fucking parasocials got to get up out of here. Don't give a shit if you like the call-in segment. Literally don't care. You know we're not doing that anymore because you fucking watch the show and you live and breathe this shit, and you can't respect the guidelines that I put up and say, okay, well, we're not putting fucking calls on the show because that's not what we're doing. So don't come into the goddamn restaurant and complain that we're not serving the fucking food, you fucking incel. God damn, you guys are so fucking stupid. We're talking about GTA 6. Where does it say we're taking calls? We don't want to listen to you pathetic fucking incels. Not taking calls. You want your voice heard? Get your wallet out and support the fucking show. Just like you have to do for every other fucking streamer. Are you mad at Reforge Gaming because he had over 1,000 people and he milked this shit for fucking 10 hours straight? Are you mad that he didn't take calls? No, you don't give two shits. Go fuck yourself. Fucking incels, man. Like, just absolute losers and degenerates. So right here, why GTA 6 is delayed, and if not, it should be. The freeloaders can't afford it. New consoles required if you don't have one, and they certainly don't. The longer Take-Two waits, the more sales they make. It's pretty simple. The devs didn't want to go back to the office in early 2024. That was your delay. If you really put your thinking cap on, the logistics of moving the devs from home to the office was a big task, more than likely. Pretty positive on that. Someone's coming through. Nick stepping up to the plate. This is what we love to see.
Nick super chatted $5. Liberals need to ditch their cats and woke ideas. Bring back conservative men to the office. Liberals don't seem to care much for
Based.
hard work.
Based. Well, you should see the people that are working on this game. I mean, they've clearly never worked on a GTA before. I'm telling you, it's a totally new Rockstar. It's a totally new Rockstar. I think the art guy is still there. He's been there for a hell of a long time. And there are still some vet devs, but man, oh man, this is going to be a shit show. And that's why they're not showing it off. This is the new Cyberpunk. They've skipped an entire year, 2024, 0 updates, folks. How can you sit there and spin that as a positive? I'd love to know. Oh, Rockstar's just making sure that this is the best game ever. Okay, but the old Rockstar, they were able to do both, right? They were able to make sure that the game was the best it could possibly be and provide updates along the way. But the new Rockstar sure as hell can't be bothered to fucking do that because someone needs to step in and say, hey, no, the game is shipping in fall of 2025, and in fact, here's the specific release date, and this is when it has to ship. That's what needs to be done at that office. But we don't know. Presumably, that's not what's happening anymore. The devs work best under a deadline. It's as simple as that. The devs work best under a deadline. If they don't have a deadline and it's ultimately up to the new leadership team at Rockstar, there never will be a deadline. So there has to be a deadline at some point. Fall 2025 is not a deadline. That's fake. Because here's the thing. In the public, they didn't say fall 2025. The only thing you can look at is the Take-Two investor calls where they said fall 2025. Rockstar Games themselves have never said fall 2025. 2025 is not a release date. That's a statement of, well, we're probably not going to release the game in 2025, but we'll just give this to you because we think we can maybe make it, but probably not. That's basically what that is. We saw this with Hogwarts Legacy. You know, you guys love that. That was the best-selling game of that year. And you guys think gaming isn't dead, by the way. You know what I mean? Hogwarts Legacy, by the way. No. That's a terrible game. You know, I hate to say it, but it's just it's terrible. Hogwarts Legacy is ass. Bully is better than that. You know what I mean? That's what we're talking about. Crispy Tacos coming through. He's in the building.
The Crispy Taco has just tipped $9.99.
Well, it ain't coming out anytime soon. You got 2 more years, bud.
GTA 6 will cure
Yeah,
depression.
well, I'm gonna break the bubble here. I'm gonna burst the bubble here. You got 2 more years of waiting. How about you guys have that expectation instead of going into 2025 thinking that everything's going to change? Because unless we hear it from Rockstar Games themselves, which obviously they're not adamant about talking about this game. That's very apparent. That's what we know. They're not adamant about talking about this game. They're not adamant about talking about this game. They're not adamant about because they didn't talk about this game for the entirety of 2024. Hogwarts Legacy was trash. Bully, a PS2 game. How much RAM does the fucking PS2 have? Not even 512 megabytes, right? Probably 128 or something crazy like that, maybe 256. The technology has gotten better, scientifically, and we're seeing less great software. It's unbelievable. So the hardware's never mattered. That's what we can come to the conclusion of. And even the Days Gone engineer said that as well, and I was blown away when he said that. You should watch that interview. I think David Jaffe did that interview with the Days Gone director, the programmer director, I believe. And he was basically saying just, it's just a sad situation. These new devs, they come in, they don't want to put in the work. I mean, bunch of millennials. Or Gen Z, they got these Gen Z developers that rather scroll on fucking, their social media instead of putting the time in. And, these programmers, I mean, it's just so sad. You guys need to start waking up in here. This is getting ridiculous. The actual development started in late 2022. The game will release in 2027, says that guy right there. Well, I'm not sure about that, but it wouldn't surprise me at this point, I'll tell you that. PS2 has 32 megabytes of RAM. PS2 has 32 megabytes of RAM, and you look at a game like Bully, which was on the PS2, and they're selling the believability of Bulworth Academy better than they are in Hogwarts Legacy. And that's a modern-day game, Unreal Engine slop. In Hogwarts Legacy, everyone just stands around. It's the worst game I've ever played. There's nothing to do in it. They don't even have the Quidditch game, right? The lazy millennial devs, the woke lazy millennial devs couldn't even. They have the arena, right? I don't even know Harry Potter. I've never read one of the books. I've never seen any of the movies. I obviously know what Harry Potter is, and I guess I know it to a certain extent, right? But I've never read into the stories or seen the movies. But they don't even have Quidditch. They have the arena, and what are we doing? The fucking PS2 game had. I can't. And now they're going to make a sequel to Hogwarts Legacy because it was literally the best-selling game of 2020. When did that game come out? 2023? It was literally the best-selling game of when it released. Just absolute garbage. Just really absolute garbage. $32 megabytes of RAM, by the way. Was this guy trolling? Yesterday we had a massive problem with the trolling. They came in here and they were making things up about Trailer 2. They were making things up about Rockstar did or didn't do. And we had a massive issue here yesterday. But then again, we had, we had a lot of viewers. We're not used to that many viewers. We have apparently 300 viewers now, which is still up than above average. And I don't know what to tell you guys as we head into 2025. I hate to bring the bad news, but it's time to start. It's time to just basically put this game down and say that there's no reason to talk about it until Rockstar is ready. Why should we give this woke company some free advertising? Why should the fans of this game, because they haven't scratched our back, right? Why should we continue to keep this game in the conversation? Rockstar's not scratching our back. Rockstar's not saying, oh, yeah, here, by the way, here's some screenshots to hold you guys over. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. They can't even render screenshots. Trailer 2, that's a lot of work for the woke, lazy millennial devs, right? And now Trump is president as well, and we heard Rockstar talk about that before in the past, and they said that would be, they said they didn't know how to make a GTA under Trump's presidency. And now Trump is president again, or at least he will be in, January 20th or something. But so they don't know how to make this game. It's all right in front of you. This game isn't coming out when they said it was. The last time they told you that was in 2023. Hell of a lot has changed since then. So there's no way it's coming out. And you could argue, well, if that's the case, Michael, if they did internally delay it, why aren't they updating the public? Well, because they need to find that time and place to do so. And right now isn't. The game's getting delayed. Watch Dogs 2 was made within 2 years, and it's more detailed than Red Dead 2. The devs busted their ass putting Watch Dogs 2 out. They had to develop a whole new fucking map. It wasn't like another add-on of Chicago of Watch Dogs 1. They had to develop a whole reaction system that isn't even in the first game. The motherfuckers busted their ass. And in this climate, you don't have developers that bust their ass anymore. That's all out the window. That's why AI has to come in and start doing the coding. They need to start getting these AI clusters and just do all the coding. If it can get to that point in the next 5 years. Because clearly the people that know how to code, they either left the industry or they're not getting paid enough and they're tired of working like slaves, right? They're tired of slaving away for just chump change. or they've already retired, right? So these new programmers that come in, they don't know how to program AI. All these games, they have NPCs just stand around. You see it in every fucking game that comes out these days. The NPCs literally just stand around, or they walk and they go in circles and do nothing. It's like that's not impressive. Like, I don't know what you want me to do. And it's like, if you don't want me to play the game that way, then don't have it an open world game, period, end of story. You know, the new Mafia game's going to be terrible as well. I guess we can look forward to that game, but it's not going to be... Hell, I heard that the new Mafia game's not going to be open world, and the new Mafia game is on Unreal Engine. First of all, those are 2 strikes for me. 2 strikes for me right there. The new Mafia game is apparently not going to be open world. Okay, do we have a situation here in the chat where I have to pause my own show to figure out what you guys are talking about or what's going on? Rockstar has left you heartbroken. Well, I'll tell you what. They've won an entire year of radio silence, and we look at this right here. It's just not looking great for this game, I'll tell you that. 378 days between GTA 5 Trailer 1 and GTA 5 Trailer 2. 378 days. Red Dead Redemption 2, 343 days. GTA 6, we don't know. You know what I mean? We will get an update in 2025. That has to be a thing, right? There has to be an update in 2025. But that doesn't mean that content comes with it. I'm thinking worst case scenario here with this game at this point. Because it's just boring hyping this game up, and they have nothing ever to show for it. It's not their priority. They want to milk GTA Online because that makes big money. The thing is that let me just give you the worst case scenario. 2025. They update us in 2025. They say the game is delayed to 2026. And you get no new screenshots, no trailer 2. And that's it for 2025. Imagine going a whole another year of absolutely nothing. Just cancel the game. Just cancel the game. We don't need another GTA. Rockstar themselves have already said that they don't know how to put out another GTA, and this isn't me trolling either. They already said that they don't know how to put out a GTA game under Trump's presidency, which Trump is now back in office. So they don't know how to do that, right? Okay, well, if they don't know how to do that, then just cancel the game and push it till 2020, whatever. No, I think this is what's going to happen. I don't think we're going to get an update in 2025. Because there wasn't an urgency in 2024. The only urgency would be to announce the delay in 2025. If it's not on track. If the game isn't coming in 2025 and they internally know that, there is going to be a point in time where they have to update everyone. Because that would be laughably bad if they didn't. Now, obviously, the Take-Two investor call, I think, is in February. But at this point, we already know how that's going to go. More than likely, it's going to be the same old thing that you've been hearing time and time again. The investors need to start asking about GTA 6 on the next Take-Two investor call. This is getting ridiculous. And last time they were talking about NBA 2K and all that bullshit. Well, I mean, I guess, you know what? Maybe that is smart because NBA 2K makes money unlike this game. And they actually put out games every year, so big money there. Oh, this game don't exist. They just delayed the Batman from 20. When was the Batman supposed to come out? 2026 or 2025? They pushed it back to 2027. It's a fucking movie. It's not a video game. There's literally less complicated. Literally making a movie is not as complex as making a game. Making a game development has to be harder. On the surface level, I'm just thinking game development has to be harder than making a movie. Literally. Yeah, there's things that can go wrong on set. There's, but making a game, one line of code can fuck everything else up. It almost has a domino effect, right? So if there's a bug in the game, they fix that, they debug it. You gotta see what else that affected, if anything, right? It's just a nonstop fucking making a movie. It's like you hit the record button. Yeah, something can go wrong on set. You do a take two, and it's like I understand. There's high pressure on the set too. They have a set amount of days, but they have additional photography. So making a movie. Why are we delaying the Batman to 2027? Shouldn't be that hard to film the fucking guy in front of a green screen. Like, the fuck? Like, I mean, honestly, it really shouldn't be that hard. But Hollywood's basically no one goes to the movies anymore, and there ain't nothing to go see. I mean, even Quentin Tarantino's new movie, he canceled that. That was supposed to come out. When was that supposed to come out? The new Quentin Tarantino movie, they got pushed back, or they got canceled rather. He said he's not doing it anymore. My mental health is suffering, yet you're here. So let's get you banned, because I think that speaks more about you. It's a nice projection, bud. It's funny how you losers try and single me out and act like I'm the only one talking about this game when literally there's hundreds of other YouTubers that were hyping up 27. They were hyping up the 27 theory. Reforge Gaming was live for 10 hours yesterday milking members, which was actually a smart fucking hustle. I should have stayed live the entire day, because we had crazy viewers. That's one of the most viewed streams of all time. We had over 1,000 people in here. Everyone was typing it in. They were thinking that was obviously the time and place. We should have milked that for the entirety of yesterday. The Batman was woke. Well, you guys love, I don't know about you guys, but a lot of people love woke material. They can't get enough of it. It was too cold. They straight up hate gamers. I don't understand the new devs mentality. They just hate their customers. Well, I already said this. I said, why did GTA Trailer 1 need to exist? That's the big question. Why did GTA Trailer 1 need to exist? Why, if GTA Trailer 1 came out this month, December of 2024, if it came out this month, December of 2024, this would have made a hell of a lot more sense. Why did Trailer 1 come out, and then all of a sudden they go silent for an entire year with no updates in sight? Literally, it hasn't been updated since 2023 of December, with other than Take-Two saying it's still on track and nothing more than that, which obviously they don't know. And even if they do, what are they going to come out and say? It's delayed? Rockstar's making that announcement. Rockstar's making that announcement. Holiday sale, by the way. They are taking the holiday. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what you're going to get when they get back in the office. You're getting GTA 5. It's right here, bud. This is what you're getting in January. Stop hyping up crap that's not going to happen. I'm tired of that crap. Right here. This is what they said. I don't know when this was posted, probably in October or something like that. But right here. GTA Online to the PC platform in the new year brings the much-requested PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and Series S features to GTA Online to the PC platform in the new year. Right there. It's confirmed. So that's what you're getting. That's what they've confirmed. Now, it wouldn't make sense for them to advertise GTA 6 when they have to get that out of the way. So I wouldn't expect anything in January, at least. And it just says the new year. It doesn't say January. So Rockstar has no idea, right? So the hype is dead again for this game. The 27 theory, people were thinking that it was true, and they were really just hoping that that was going to be that time and place. But Rockstar obviously just, they have nothing to show for. Look at this right here. Let's get this one up on the screen. Well, we don't know where that one went. It's right here. As Rockstar brings workers back to the office, some GTA 6 devs fear the sequel will bleed talent in the final stretch, losing key people right here.
Golden Sec Potato Super Chatted 25
Exactly.
Slotties. The world-class video game
Exactly.
should get more credit and audience for putting the pressure on lazy millennial devs instead of going, oh.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just a sad lost cause situation in here, but I mean, I had Cyberpunk early. I was showing you guys Cyberpunk, and I said, when you guys play this, it's going to be a total disaster. And they still didn't want to listen. They sat there and said, well, that's a 3D printed box, Michael. You hate every game, so why are we going to listen to you? Maybe you don't be so fucking closed-minded. You guys voted for, you know what I mean? It's like you're supposed to be open-minded, and you're supposed to be liberal, and you're supposed to be like, progressive, and you come in here with this, like, closed-down mindset of, like, oh, yeah, you fuck this guy, we're not going to take his word. It's like, all right, well, whatever. Then go buy the game and get, Jeez. Wait until the day one patch, by the way. And that Cyberpunk slop is still not where it needs to be. Terrible game. But they love it. Them normies heat it up. They love that Cyberpunk slop. Big Dog Fable is in the building.
Fable La Punisher has just tipped $9.99 through Super Chat. All these delays and pushbacks are due to do-nothing lazy millennial devs that have horrible work ethic and lack passion in their project. Nowadays they're just in it for the check and comfort. Sad.
Yeah. So literally right here. This sounds like a total disaster. This was in March of 2024. That's why we got no update this year. It was all right there in front of you guys. Instead of talking about the 27 theory, a lot of people should have brought this up, because every time they talk about this game, no one brings this up. There was a big transition period where they were working from home. I don't know why, because COVID's not a thing anymore. At least not to the extent that it was in 2020 and 2021. But I guess they just still continued working from home. So I guess half of the game, or, well, I don't know. But seemingly the majority of the game, a lot of the game development portion was made from home. That's not a great sign. And they had to move the devs back to the office. That's not going to happen overnight. That's going to be weeks and weeks and weeks, months, to get everyone settled in and have that transition seamless. And some of the devs were pushing against it. Guys, there's not going to be an update in 2025. The only update you're getting is that the game is delayed. Maybe a screenshot if you're lucky. And the gamers are going to have meltdowns. Holy shit. You know, you guys thought the 27 theory was bad enough. They delay this game in 2025 with only a screenshot. Ooh. Trailer 2, by the way. Okay, well, they haven't had an urgency to put out Trailer 2 in 2024. They haven't had an urgency to update us on this game in 2024. Well, it's right here on why that was the case. It's right here, guys. It's on the screen. This is why you didn't get an update. The game will be delayed to 2026, and it makes more sense for them to do that because they're going to make more money. They're going to make more money. There's no point for this game to even exist right now. In fact, it doesn't exist. You got a trailer, and you got a 2025, and that's all you got. It's not like they had pre-orders ready and everything like that. How do you know it was 3 people? Where did you get that number from? Who said it was 3 devs? Where does it say that at? Where does it say 3 devs went to doesn't say that anywhere. Bro, look at what it says in the subtitle, bro. I didn't even read that. Holy fucking shit, this studio is so woke. Bro. Dude. No, look at what it says right here. What does this even mean? It's a very anti-parent move for people with disabilities. It's a massive problem. What the fuck does that mean? It's a very anti-parent move for people with disabilities. It's a massive problem. So you're saying that some of the devs are in wheelchairs and it would be hard for them to commute to work? Bro, what? What the fuck? What does that even mean? I can't believe this is real. Are you on? Okay, let's get you, Ben. You're reading a normie article to clickbait people. I can go pull up more articles from it. You can type it in yourself. So you're saying what you're implying is that Jason Schreier is exaggerating the truth. That's a bold claim. This was a big story back in early 2024. For some reason, everyone forgot about it. The fact is, whether or not you believe this, the fact of the matter is that they did a mandatory work from home, back to the office. That's what happened. So that is a fact. Now, if people complain, that's obviously, but they went from working at home to going back to the office. Show the article where an old GTA dev said GTA 6 won't be much different. And you know who that guy is? We talked about him here on the show. He's one of the 3 technical directors that worked on GTA 4. Those 3 guys that I talked about, Adam Fowler, I can't pronounce half the names, but Adam Fowler's gone. He was a legendary programmer. These are the guys that made this shit like come to fruition in the 3D era, right? Like you had, so the people that built the foundation are no longer building the foundation. And I guess at this point the template is already there for everyone else to build the foundation, but when you have the lead technical director coming out of the woodwork and saying that people aren't going to be probably surprised with GTA 6, that's a massive red flag. Now, granted, he doesn't know, but the guys worked on the same engine that they're on, less updated version. But that holds credibility. I'm sorry, that holds credibility. And then you got these drones that sit there and say, well, you got these drones that just sit there and say, well, he hasn't worked on GTA 6, he doesn't know, and it's like, okay, buddy. He's a woke liberal? Okay, well, grass is green. You know, what do you want me to tell you? The sky is blue. What do you want me to tell you? That weirdo quit in 2009, and he wants to be relevant. Keep posting random things about Rockstar so people can check out his trash indie game. Jeez. Okay, buddy. That weirdo, by the way. Get you up out of here. It doesn't suit my agenda. Show me the article, bud. It doesn't suit my agenda, by the way. Where did he say that? 80% of the... How would he know he doesn't work at Rockstar? You just literally said... Okay, buddy. Show me that article, bud. What is my agenda? My agenda is showing the harsh, cold reality of what could be potentially the timeline here for this game. Oh, fuck? It's obvious the game ain't ready, but you guys want to sit there and act like it is. I don't. You know, when they delayed Red Dead 2, you got a couple of screenshots with it. You got nothing here. A whole year. The GTA devs are not there. Go look at the main credits. I've already done the research. The fuck? The GTA 4 devs aren't there. So I don't know what that guy's talking about, but he's not right. If you look at the credits for GTA 4 and then Google all of their names, most of them no longer work at Rockstar. Some of them didn't even work on GTA 5. I'll send it to you. Give me a second. But you said, how would he know he doesn't work there? But he also knows GTA 6 won't be anything new? Because he doesn't have to work there to know how the engine works. He's worked on the Rage engine for multiple games. You guys are acting like this is some unknown there's a guy on YouTube that says he worked at Rockstar. He's like an artist or something, and this guy acts like he knows what he's talking about. This guy doesn't know shit. I get tired of that crap. Hey, man, I worked on GTA 5 and a little bit of Red Dead 2. I was an artist, and it's like, okay, but you don't know anything about what these other guys are doing. That's not how that works. No news is good news. The game is still cooking. Well, we love the optimism. I mean, look, I hope this game does come out in fall 2025. I hope we get a trailer too in January. Fuck yeah. Like, but I'm just trying to... We're trying to set the expectations low because at this point, the 27 theory was... That's what I'm saying. He knows the engine. That's what I'm saying. Rockstar releases trailer 2 6 months before their games come out. Okay. That's not true. Let's get you banned, bud. You guys just come up with anything in here. This guy literally said Rockstar releases their trailers 6 months before. No, it's not true. November, January, February, March, April, May, June, 6 months. GTA 5 didn't come out in June. Trailer 2 came out in November of 2012. Get with the program, bud. Trailer 2. Okay. Let's get this guy banned. We're going to bring it up because you guys aren't listening. This was from Dan Houser. He no longer works at the company, but Dan Houser, Trump, right here. So Dan Houser was woke right here. This is what they said. Look at this. Imagine supporting this game. Okay, we got ads. This is a terrible website. Okay. Right here. This is crazy. Well, this is why the game isn't coming out, folks. Let's get this up on the screen, too. Let's get this up on the screen here, too. Look at this right here. This is what they said. When did they say this? Okay, I'm going to read the direct quote, but I'm going to show you this right here. Oh, my God. Right here. Rockstar once said, I need you guys to start locking in on this one. Rockstar once said it was thankful GTA 6 wouldn't release during a Trump presidency. Hey, Rockstar, how does it feel to be a part of the Losers Club? Woo! They're salty that Trump is president. That's why they didn't put trailer 2 up. I mean, am I wrong? Like, guys, it's right up on the screen. Rockstar once said that it was thankful GTA 6 wouldn't release during a Trump presidency. Now, let's go ahead and read what Dan Houser had to say. Now, look, he no longer works at the company, but seems kind of woke to me. Seems very woke. Okay, this is the direct quote right here. We're going to read this together once we get this up on the screen. He said that in 2018, by the way. Okay? 2018. So we're gonna read the direct quote on what he said. Dan Houser. Yeah, and he no longer works at the company, but nonetheless, let's read it. It's really unclear what we would even do with it, let alone how upset people would get with whatever we did. He said both intense liberal progression and intense conservatism are both very militant and very angry. It is scary, but it's also strange, and yet both of them occasionally to veer towards the absurd. It's hard to satire it for those reasons. Some of the stuff you see is straightforward beyond satire. It would be out of date within 2 minutes. Everything is changing so fast. Fake, he never mentioned Trump. I mean, I guess he didn't. I didn't write the article, bud. Don't chew me out. The fuck? You act like I wrote the article, bud. I didn't write the article. Jeez. Half our Rockstar will quit if they have to work in the office. Well, maybe they did, and there's stuff that we don't know that has happened since that transition. You know what I mean? We need you guys to start locking in here. Trump was never mentioned. I didn't write the article, bud. I was just reading what was on the screen. Jeez. Okay, well, obviously he didn't mention Trump, but you know what? Why don't you read that there? That's the direct quote. That's why we got the direct quote up on the screen, bud. Like the Cope in here is crazy. Clickbait article. Okay, then go tell the author that he clickbaited. I don't know what to tell you. Fuck. Molly is coming through. She's coming through in a way that makes sense with the $5 super chat. It's what we love to see. And coming through in a way that makes sense. Don't know why that didn't play out. Support the show hard and strong with the $5 super chat. It's what we love to see. Let's get some dubs up in the chat. Molly coming through there. Where's the energy from yesterday? You know, you guys are so hyped on this 27 theory. It says there's 297 viewers, which is still a little bit above average, which is great. But you know, the hype is gonna really, unless someone comes up with a new theory and it really starts to take. So someone should just keep coming up with new theories. Oh shit! Well, because it gets everyone excited, and otherwise, you know, there's nothing. Yeah, we can show you the question that was asked too. I'm pretty sure that's the question. I'm not going to argue with this guy. This guy's coping in here. It's not my fault that they didn't pull the curtain back on the 27th yesterday. We were hoping that they were going to do that. And I wasn't expecting a trailer, too. I was expecting an announcement. I was expecting a tease. Disgruntled employee made sure the game is impossible to repair before taking his leave. And I'll say this. We got a bigger problem here because, look, if they delay the game, if they do delay it, expectations go up. And Rockstar doesn't need that. You see what I'm saying? If they do delay this game, the expectations go up even further. If they do delay this game, the expectations go up even further. And at that point, it's going to be impossible to fulfill those expectations that gamers have set. There's going to have every interior is going to have to be enterable, right? Just for starters, right? You look at Mafia 3, and if anyone can find the number of interiors that are in Mafia 3, we would love to know. The AI doesn't know. I've already asked. Does anyone know the amount of interiors in Mafia 3? Because I'm telling you, you can go into a lot of buildings in Mafia 3, and they figured out how to do that. So if a small studio like Hangar 13 can figure that out, then why are we not able to do that here in GTA 6 on a massive scale? You know, you look at Red Dead 2, and Red Dead 2, there's a lot of moments in that game, and I know we can't talk negative about it in here. No criticism allowed. But there's a lot of moments in Red Dead 2, and I think some people would agree if they have their thinking cap on. There's a lot of moments in Red Dead 2 where you can't go into buildings, and it just doesn't make sense. Now, I'm not talking about St. Denis. I'm not talking about the big towns. But I'm talking about the outskirts of Valentine. There's cabins, and you can't go inside of them. What are we doing? Right? Like, those are the ones that you should be able to go into. And you can't. I don't understand. So if they can't figure that out, if they haven't solved that puzzle, because it's been, 6-7 years since Red Dead 2, by the time this game releases, if it does get delayed to 2026, I mean, Red Dead 2 will almost be a decade old. Jesus. Trailer 2 will have a complete overview. They're waiting closer to release to showcase everything about... No, I disagree. Nope. Okay, trailer 2 is going to have to focus on the other character. Trailer 1 was primarily Lucia. She was at the forefront of the trailer. She's the first person you see in the game. Literally the first person you see in the trailer. It's her trailer. It's Lucia's trailer. We don't even know who the fuck Jason is. Now, maybe that's the marketing for this game. Maybe they keep Jason a mystery. Maybe they don't even explain who the fuck this guy is until you play the game. I think that would be interesting. But I don't think that's going to sell. I don't think Lucia can totally carry the game, and I think you have to kind of give some light on Jason. But maybe that's how they're writing this game. Maybe Jason is the mysterious figure who's silent. That's what we're talking about. Image Complex is coming through yet again.
Imagine Alex super chatted €5. How possible it is that a woke employee lost his MC fucking marbles when Trump won and destroyed most of the work on servers
maybe,
before
you know what?
leaving his
Maybe,
job.
hey, you know what? Maybe they had, maybe they had trailer 2 ready. Maybe, here we go. Let's start putting our tinfoil hat on here. Maybe they actually had trailer 2 ready, and maybe, just maybe, the 27 theory was actually correct, but maybe that happened. Maybe a disgruntled employee went in and deleted the trailer. Could you imagine? Holy shit. It's crazy. It's crazy. That I could tell you. But it wouldn't be surprising. I mean, these devs are obviously, they're upset Kamala didn't win, but most of them aren't even, they make this game primarily in Scotland, right? Somewhere like that. I don't know. It's in the UK or something like that. Scotland, UK, wherever. But it's not made in America, so... Jason is in GTA 6, the true Chad, biggest Chad of all Chads. Well, they might as well just come out and say that we're not going to put the game out because it's Trump's president. We just don't feel comfortable putting the game out. And they might as well just come out and say that because don't hire woke devs. Yeah. Well, it's like Hollywood. I mean, if you say you voted for Trump in Hollywood, you're blacklisted, you're canceled. I mean, can't do that. So you really have to toe the line. Even if you did vote for Trump, you can't. You got to pretend like you didn't. If you want a job in the entertainment industry, that's how it works. So if trailer 2. You don't want to go into every building. Where is this one guy that was arguing with me? Did someone ban him? No, he's still here. Point 9 was so good, says IAD. Let's go back to point 9. If they do delay, expectations go up. Exactly. Well, it's true. Unfortunately, it's true. The expectations go up so tremendously. And at that point, you just put yourself into the hole even further in terms of, can we deliver on these expectations? Can we go above and beyond on these expectations? And unless they have some really magical shit up their sleeve, I mean, I don't think the answer is yes. I mean, depending on when the next what is the PlayStation 7 supposed the PlayStation 6 rather supposed to come 7 by the way. When is the PlayStation 6 supposed to come out? 4 years from now? What is so 2025, 2026, 2020 so presumably 2028 for the PlayStation 6. So if they push this one to 2020 Dude. Every single building should be enterable. Online has ruined any chance of the story mode being remotely good. Exactly. And, that's going to be the forefront of this game. That's their moneymaker. That's their bread and butter. This is a totally different GTA, and when you play it, you're gonna realize that. Now, I will say that First of all, let's put point 10 on the board here. Let's put point 10 on the board here. I don't think this game will have. I think this game will be digital only. I think it'll be digital only, at least initially. Digital only initially. This will be the first GTA game digital only. Now, the reason why they would do this, and it would actually be kind of smart of them, to prevent leaks. If they lock it down and they only send it to really reputable journalists for review and publications for review, the chances of it leaking are actually very slim. If there's physical copies of this game, especially, let me just say this, especially if they delay it to 2026, it's not. There's no disc version of this game. It's not happening. Maybe for the collector's edition or something like that, but I think that ship has sailed at this point. I think that ship has sailed. I think this will be a digital-only release. And, well, I mean, I think that would be beneficial in terms of the story releasing. No gameplay leaks either. You would tighten that down pretty heavily. If it were digital only, you wouldn't have this game leaking. And you would only send it out to very reputable journalists and reviewers, and not fucking YouTubers and all this other stream shit. That's what we're talking about.
Imagine Alex super chatted €5.
Imagine.
The PS5 shares so much of its library with the PS4 that I call it the PS4 Pro 2.
Yeah, it's basically the PS4 on steroids. Basically, that's what this generation kind of is. It's the PS4 on steroids. Great hardware, and there was a lot of potential there, but I think COVID really just set everything back, and they just weren't able to, and they don't have the manpower to make it happen. GTA 6 is going to blow your mind. Don't know what you're saying. Negative comments. Okay. Well, we're hoping that it will. When I play this game, my jaw needs to be on the floor. I can play this game for 15 minutes until I'll pause it, and I'll put the controller down, and I'll say, we've hit that home run, we're so back, or this is a total disappointment. I mean, think about this. This is actually crazy, though. You're going to be able to talk to every NPC in the game like you can in Red Dead 2. And, yeah, there's no AI stuff presumably going to be in the game, so it's not going to be like super detailed or super, but it's presumably going to be better than it was in Red Dead, right? They're going to iterate on that. And the fact that you're going to be able to go up to anyone in the game and talk to them, we haven't really seen that before in a game. I don't, it's just. That's what I'm saying. I'm not being. Look, I want Trailer 2 next month. Let's go for January. Someone needs to start a new theory so we can, get people excited again. There should be a new theory every month to tell Rockstar, like, hey, we want this game. Not that they, obviously need that, but, at some point it's just going to get to a point where they have to update us on, whether or not they want to, they have to update us on this game. Because they still have the 2025 thing on the website. So, dude, if January comes and goes and there's no updates, like I don't, it's hard to have any confidence in this game at that point, and really the big factor is going to be the next Take-Two investor call, which I think is in February. If they have nothing to show for before then, or slightly after, it's over. Game's getting delayed. That's at that point. That's pretty much the cutoff point for 2025. Like you can't go into 2025 and you can't market this game. You have to start the marketing way sooner. You can travel to Liberty City on Los Santos for sure. This game is way over expectation. Trust me. See that if they had all 3 maps in this game, I would be blown away. See, that's what I'm thinking. It's like, well, what if there's really more to this? Because initially, that's what the game was supposed to be. What was it called? Americas or something? That's what this game was. The code name for this game was Americas, and it was. I can't remember the whole thing, but you can go read about it before they apparently scrapped it and they started over. But I mean, this game has to have some big thing to where the normies want to go out and buy a video. Like the people that don't play video games, they want to go play GTA. They want to play GTA 6. I honestly don't think. Knowing the devs aren't on crunch, I don't think something like making iBuilding. I don't think every building enterable would happen in GTA 6 because the devs are too lazy. They want to work from home. Okay. Well, they can develop a system. No Man's Sky has, an infinite amount of planets. No one in our lifetime will see how many planets are in that game. Can you fathom that? I mean, you got this indie game that was made on PS4 on this Blu-ray disc that holds 45 gigabytes of data. And you have an infinite planet system in the game that no human will ever see. No one will ever see the amount of planets. What the fuck? So how come they were able to make a system, an indie team, an independent studio? Now, granted, they've been working on that game for about 10 years now, and it's still boring as hell. But the amount of planets in No Man's Sky is no human being will ever see that amount. How come we can't do that? How come a $2 billion game can't figure out interiors? Mafia 3 has more interiors than Red Dead 2, I would argue. I mean, I don't know that for a fact, but it seems like it does. If you guys can find the numbers, let me know. If you guys can find the numbers, let me know. The investor call will be like this. Why didn't you hire a previous handler to finish the game faster? It has to run on Xbox Series S. See, this is okay. We gotta close something. The whole damn thing is lagging. We're putting that on the list. Number 11, Xbox Series S. What do we say? I mean, honestly, like, you have to get that game working on Series S. And I'm not saying that game is going to hold it back, but man, that sucks that's in the equation. You know what I mean? It sucks that they have to potentially scale the game back a little bit because of Xbox Series S. And I'm not trying to start console war bullshit in here, but it's just like, especially in 2025, I mean, that there's the Series S. I mean, I don't have one, but apparently it's underpowered. That's all we'll say. Because I know the console war stuff in here, it just gets nasty. I mean, these are almost all facts on the screen right here. These are almost all facts. The freeloaders won't be able to afford the game because there's a new console required unless assuming that you don't have a PlayStation 5 already or an Xbox Series X or S. The console's required. You can't play it on PS4 or Xbox One or whatever the fuck you got. You got to get the new shit. And some people are still not on the new shit, believe it or not. Because, there's not many games out for the new consoles that came out 4 years ago. There's not many games, and that's not changing anytime soon. I think this will be the only game that really moves hardware, potentially. The longer they wait, the more sales. The console install base will be much higher. Number 3, the devs didn't want to go back to the office in early 2024. Number 4, Rockstar skips the entirety of 2024 with 0 updates on GTA 6. That is a fact. Number 4, game will likely get delayed into 2025. Let me see what we wrote here. The game will likely get delayed in 2025, and that might be the only update. I can honestly see that happening, and that would piss people off Holy shit. But you know what? It's actually a great marketing strategy by Rockstar because if they know they need more time, they know the fans are going to do the free marketing for them. So they can milk that and really just play into that. Because if they did delay the game and they didn't provide screenshots or a trailer too, motherfucking ass, the GTA fans would go insane. They would be losing their minds. Oh, how dare Rockstar not update us with any screenshots or trailer too? Now, I'm not saying that that's obviously going to happen, but that's more free marketing for Rockstar. You know, the less they do, the more free marketing they get. Really, honestly. So it's actually very interesting to say the least. So in the new year, this is what we've heard from Rockstar themselves. GTA 4 will get a next-gen update on PC. Now, when in the new year, we don't know. But that is something that is coming, and I think that is going to take place before any GTA 6 updates if they're already. If they delay the game, they can probably just skip 2025 without any actual meaningful updates, just like they did here in 2024. You know, if the game, if internally they know it's not releasing in 2025, but they've yet to announce that to the public, there's no rush to up. There's literally no. If Rockstar themselves knows that this game isn't coming out in 2026, what's the rush to announce the delay? You know, in 6 months from now. Maybe they'll announce the delay, but there's still no rush to it. There's still no reason to announce the delay, even if they know internally it's already delayed. If that makes any sense. There was no rush in 2024 to even say a damn thing about the game, so why would that change? There's no pressure on Rockstar to do anything from the suits. And this is what I said about Trailer 2, and I've said this before. I said no Trailer 2 because they would have to lock in a date. They would have to lock in a more specific time frame, and it's obvious that Rockstar at this point probably doesn't know when that is. You can't put out Trailer 2 and then at the end says 2025. They would have to update it to fall 2025. And most of the normies don't even know that this game is slated to release fall of 2025. That's from Take-Two. If they do a delay, the expectations go up. They go up tremendously. The expectations for this game are already high. So good luck with that, Rockstar. They might as well just incorporate AI into the game at that point. I mean, honestly. They might as well do that. If they are going to push it to 2026, they need to have a game-changing feature and just implement some AI shit in some capacity or something. I mean, how are you going to please people if you delay the game? That's the counter argument. They kind of have to ship in fall 2025 because it's like it's getting to a point where it's just getting stupid. Like it's just getting stupid and the expectations aren't going to be met. It's been over a decade since the last fucking game. And that's already hard enough as it is. So if they push it back to 2026, they're going between a rock and a hard place, and that's not where the position that they should be in or that they would want to be in. So we're also predicting that it's digital only, at least initially. I think that's a safe bet. I don't think there will be a physical copy of this game, at least not initially. If there is, we'll obviously buy that. But, to prevent leaks of the story and gameplay leaking out early, they can really lock it down this time around and send it to only trusted and respected game journalists and stuff like that they know won't leak. And last but not least, Xbox Series S could be holding this one back too. They could be trying to figure out how to really incorporate that in a way that makes sense. We need you guys to start locking in here. 27 theory, by the way. Let's bring that back. Oh, yeah, that was a lot of fun. Let's bring the 27 theory back. Who's going to start a new theory? That was a lot of fun. Let's start the 27 theory in January, by the way. January 27th. What are your thoughts on the digital deluxe version giving early access to online? That's pretty standard. Rockstar is bending the knee to parent pressure groups. That is when they were done. Well, they censored interiors from GTA 4 No one wants to talk about the Rockstar Games censorship, but I might just have to make a video because no one else is going to do it. So it's like, well, that would take a lot of time to put together. You know, record all the gameplay footage. You got to put, you know, you got to really. It's tough making videos. I'm not gonna lie. A lot easier said than done, but we need to showcase the censorship in these games. It's ridiculous. The fact that the gameplay mechanics change when you walk into an interior, in my opinion, is censorship. And GTA 4 didn't have that problem. The gameplay didn't change at all. The way you equip your weapons, the way you, you know, you're not even able to run in interiors. They just slow the character down. And I think in GTA 4 they kind of slow the character down a little bit too, right? Maybe not, I can't remember. But I know for a fact that when you walk into interiors in GTA 4, there was no censorship. They put censorship into their games since GTA 4 going forward, GTA 5 going forward. From GTA 5 on, it's been censorship up the ass. Red Dead 1 has no censorship. Red Dead 2 has censorship. No one wants to bring this stuff up. And they sit there and they say, well, that's not censorship, Michael. It's like, you just need to know how to play the game. And it's like, no, that's censorship. You're deliberately changing the gameplay mechanics and the controls because, you know, it can't be violent. That's censorship, bud. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Oh, oh shit. Oh, shit. Oh. GTA 6 needs to have hurricanes, all dynamic. Name two I love this guy. I love this guy because he name two censorships. Okay. How do you want me to start? Okay. When you walk into interiors in GTA 5, I'm not going to explain it. I'm not going to explain it. I can't believe you guys are defending the censorship. Yeah. No. The gameplay has been censored because Jack Thompson won. You know, before Trailer 1 came out, they showed the GTA 4 hospital, and the woke libtards were totally against it and saying this should not be in a game about violence, by the way. you know, it's just like, oh, if you play the game that way, you were an incel. Motherfucking ass. Like I swear. Like, you know what I mean? It's like if you did this in GTA 4, you were an incel and you're a horrible, terrible person. It's like, really? It's a fucking violent video game. So now we're in favor of violent video games. Like let's just make this make sense. Well, I'm not talking about the Confederate flag. I'm talking about the gameplay mechanics changing when you walk into interiors. GTA 5, it censors what you can do in an interior versus GTA 4. That is a fact. You can't debate me on that because you're wrong. GTA 4 gives the player freedom. GTA 4 has no censorship. That's why they can't remaster it, because they would have to censor it and pay Michael Hollick, and they ain't doing that because presumably there's bad the rocky relationship there. Oh. Oh, they removed the Confederate flag. They removed NPCs that were considered controversial. That's not what I'm talking about. That's not the censorship that I'm talking about. In Red Dead 1, you can go into interiors. Nothing changes about the gameplay. In GTA 6, you will be able to. So Watch Dogs 1, no censorship to the gameplay. Watch Dogs 2, 2016 game, by the way, no censorship to the gameplay. And yet you guys love supporting this woke studio that believes in censorship because they want to serve the story. Well, it doesn't make sense for the main character to go in and be an incel. That doesn't fit the character trait. Like, the fuck? In GTA 4, you can glitch into the hospital. Well, because they don't patch the single player. They don't patch the single player. Oh my God. Watch Dogs 2 was censored. Give me one example, bud. You love Leslie Benzies, who created a Fortnite clone. Rockstar OG, by the way. Who the fuck is this? Like, is this a troll? 9 years ago. Leslie Benzies produced all of the GTA games. You guys are absolute fucking losers. Like, I swear to God. Like, you guys are absolute losers. You think that because you see the Rockstar logo on the box that the team is the same. The team isn't the same. I'll tell you that right here and right now. But, don't take my word for it. When you play this woke slop and everything's fucking censored to hell and back, and they can't make fun of anyone anymore because my feelings, then guess what? Give the game a 10 out of 10. That's what you woke libtards asked for. God. How can you be in favor of censorship and then get mad when the moms complain about Mortal Kombat? You know what I mean? Like, let's just get up off of that bullshit. So 1 minute you're 1 minute you're saying video games shouldn't be censored, and then when they get too realistic, you got a big problem with them. Jesus. Okay, it doesn't matter because if you play that game on the disc, it's still there. And that was a bug. It wasn't supposed to be in the game. That's not what we're talking about. You're not listening to the censorship. I'm going to have to make a video. I want 100,000 viewers on that video. Rockstar Games censors its games. Boom. That's what it's going to be called. It's going to be about 40 minutes long because these videos that do successful numbers, they have to be so fucking long. It's ridiculous. So we're going to really just bloat that video up. We're going to bloat it out with just... GTA has always been a sandbox. I should be able to do anything I want with no limits. Okay, but they've censored that ideology. They've censored that idea that, okay, you're playing as this character and you're able to do whatever you want. You can't. I can already predict what's going to be not in this game, what's going to be cut, what's going to be censored. It's not going to be hard to figure out. Shenmue 2 has more interiors than GTA 5. A $2 billion game, by the way. Oh, shit. Well, let's just add number 12, $2 billion game. By the way, I can't wait to play this game. I can't wait to play this game. Holy shit, it's going to be worse than Cyberpunk, homie. Oh, my God. Yeah, the censorship is going to be insane in this game. They're going to have all the beaches. When you go onto the beach in this game, it's going to limit the inventory. And like it does, it's censorship. You can't. When you go into an interior in GTA 5, it changes your inventory. That's a fact. That's not an opinion. That's not. So they censored the game. They're going to do that again in GTA 6. When you go onto the beach in GTA 6, your inventory is going to be censored. And they'll make you walk slow and you should be able to go tanning on the beach in GTA 6. I'll say this though, if I play GTA 6 and there's no censorship and they've really redeemed themselves, we're putting that score up to a fucking 10 out of 10. Because then they respect the gamer's intelligence. Oh my God. Oh my God. So, $2 billion game. They have nothing to show for it. We're going to say $500 million of that is probably going towards the marketing. They're going to need a shitload of money to market. Oh, Rockstar doesn't need to market this game. And it's like, well, then we'll go do a survey. We'll ask random people on the street that don't primarily play video games, and we'll say, hey, have you seen the GTA 6 trailer? And most of them are going to say no. I can guarantee, because the trailer came out over a year ago. And if people have seen it, they've probably forgotten about it. It's not like you have to shove this game down the gamers' throats if you know, to say that yes, this does exist. We're in the era of AI now. This was not a problem when GTA 5 came out. This was not a problem when GTA 5 came out. So now, you know, the average Joe goes on, you know, the casual gamer, I mean super casual gamer, you know, they might look at AI screenshots, because there's AI screenshots for GTA 6, and unless you have a keen eye, honestly, it looks like it's from the game. Like, they actually look really good, I'm not going to lie. Unless you start zooming in and start noticing things that don't, like, add up, there's a lot of AI screenshots of this game that look really good. And most people would sit back and say, holy shit, here's some screenshots of GTA 6, but it's all AI generated. But it looks believable. And that shit's only going to get better between now and this game's release. So they got a big problem with this game, more so than ever before, and no one's talking about that either. So the marketing campaign has to be stronger this time around because of that, period, end of story. If you disagree, you don't know what you're talking about. The marketing campaign has to be stronger for this game because of the AI advancements and all the fake bullshit that you see. Oh, my God. Oh. Trailer 1 is out. You're going to ask all of your office coworker normies about this game and see what they think? That's a great survey, IAD. Yeah. Yeah, you go ahead and do that, and you let me know, and just be honest, too. Like, they might, I guarantee, I don't think, I'm telling you, man. GTA 6 should have a fully interactive Disneyland where you can go to open world within an open world. It's not going to happen. You know, I can see a mission. The amusement park in the game is going to be closed down or abandoned. That's the go-to thing. That's what they did for Coney Island in GTA 4. Mafia 3 has the abandoned amusement park. It was flooded because it's in New Orleans, so that makes a lot of sense, actually. It's supposed to be like Hurricane Katrina or something. I lied about trailer 2. Let's get you, man, bud. When did I lie about trailer 2? I was just following along with the 27 theory. I didn't make the 27 theory up. Fuck. How are you going to single me out and act like I was the only one talking about the 27 theory when there was literally people milking it for hours on end yesterday, making shitloads of money? The fuck? So you know what? If anything, these loser-ass content creators should be thanking Rockstar Games for making them some fucking money. They should never release this game. Dude, they should never release this game. I saw one guy streaming for about 10 hours straight, milking members and everything. Trailer 2 waiting room, by the way. Oh, shit. Trailer 2 waiting room, by the way. I can't wait for Leslie Bensie's slop indie game. Oh my God. Well, at this rate, it'll be out before then. That's what I'm saying. Oh, there was a shitload of people talking about it, and they all got more viewers than me. With less subscribers, by the way. Let's make that make sense. Oh. Well, then they better keep making up new theories to hype people up about this, because it seems like that's when people get hyped. You can't talk about this game when no one wants to. I'm already down. We got 300 viewers, which is still above average, but if Rockstar doesn't have anything to say and there's no new theories that come along, quite frankly, we're going to be down to 150 viewers talking about this game. I've been talking. You got to understand, if you're brand new here, I've been talking about this game the whole fucking year, off and on. You can go back and look at the streams. In the summer, I was talking about this game, and it's been a hard conversation. No one wants to engage with the game. Oh, now all of a sudden, fucking Trailer 2 might come out on December 27th, and we all have opinions on the game. You know what I mean? It's like, really? Ned Luke, by the way. GTA 6 needs to have hurricanes all dynamic for the open world. Here's how the game starts. We're gonna cut to the middle of the game. Let's start with a jam-pack open, because this is a different GTA game, so we don't need to start in the ways that we've always have. So the game starts in the middle of a hurricane. Jason and Lucia, they're in the motel, and Lucia's pregnant. Lucia's pregnant, okay? And Jason has to go out and get some last-minute supplies. And they're doing a lockdown in Miami because there's a big hurricane on the horizon. And this is the way for the player to introduce the player to the combat mechanics. So Lucia's pregnant. She needs something. And they're going to board up the windows in the motel. No, this is a great opening, homie. What you mean? And then you go to the grocery store, right? You go to the grocery store in GTA 6. You got to get supplies, and obviously, you're doing it in a normal fashion. But then all of a sudden, all hell breaks loose in the grocery store, and somehow Jason is the bad guy. Maybe he bumps into someone and they start beating ass. So they start fighting, right? They start fighting in the grocery store, right? And that's how I'm telling you, this is how the game's gonna play. You start fighting in the grocery store. Boom, boom, boom. And this is a big budget thing, right? Like this looks so fucking great. And the combat mechanics are better than anything that we've ever seen before. And Jason gets knocked out, and then it cuts back 2 years or a year later before Jason and Lucia meet up. Boom. Got the game written right there. Boom, done. I mean, honestly. And then you work your way up to that moment, the big hurricane, right? The hurricane is going to be a part of the story. So the hurricane is like some crazy moment of the story. Yeah, they should just hire me. I'll rewrite the whole fucking game. I mean, hell, we can. How do you make those AI images? Like, dude, I want to know how to do that, because I'll just put it in and we'll just fucking generate GTA 6. Fuck this shit. Let me show you these AI GTA 6 screenshots. They're actually really realistic. I don't know how they're doing it. They look like they're from the game. Like, unless you have a keen eye and really look, like if you're just scrolling and you see, it's like you literally think GTA 6 screenshots. Let's type this in on Google Images, GTA 6 screenshots. Let's see what pops up. Do the AI ones pop up? No, they don't. Oh, there's some real gameplay there. Holy shit. Damn, you get... Wow, the leaked footage. The fuck? Dude, it's all the real gameplay footage. What the fuck? Here, we got to type in AI. Here, I'm gonna pull one up on the screen here. GTA 6 screenshots AI. I can't even find them. The fuck? I can't find them. Why can't I find these AI screenshots? They look legit. Like, it looks like the game style graphics. I don't know how they were able to generate that. Oh, here we go. I found one. AI generated. Here we go. I'm going to pull one up right here, homie. Let's get it. Right here. Oh, this one shows Lucia and the baby. What the fuck? I've never seen this one before. Oh my god. Dude, I'm so right. No, this one right here looks pretty. Oh, I've never seen. Dude, these look. Dude, that's literally the story of the game, homie. Okay. Let's pop this one up. This is what I didn't know there was all those. I didn't see those before. So this is an AI screenshot right here. But it looks realistic as shit. That's Jason and Lucia. Look at that. I mean, Lucia doesn't really look like that in the game, but you know what I mean? Bro, that shit looking realistic. It's right there. They got all these AI screenshots. I haven't seen half of these. What the hell? Some of these look a little fake, but I mean, they look within the style of the. Oh Jesus! They look within the style of the game. And they have one of Lucia and the baby. They're spoiling the game already. Here's another AI screenshot. This is just of the city. But I mean, honestly, if you're just scrolling and you look at that, it's hard to tell that that's fake. Do you know what I mean? Especially on a small screen. It's hard to tell that that's fake. So if the AI is this good already, where are we going to be in a year from now? You know what I mean? Before the game comes, so Rockstar has to battle this. This is what I'm talking about. These are fake screenshots, but to the untrained eye, you might scroll past these and say, "Holy shit! These look! You know, these are GTA 6 screenshots." Oh my god! AI generated. Oh, look at that one here. See, some of these look a little. But the thing is, it looks like it's in the style of the game. I don't know how they did that. That's what I'm saying. These look like actual screenshots. So Rockstar has to combat this because the AI is going to get better by the time this game comes out. Here's another one. There's a bridge one, but if you really look closely, the bridge it's not corrected. It's not. And here's another one. Look at this right here. Someone's coming through.
Thunderbolt Vintage Super Chat.
That's what we're talking about.
$5. I just got here. Can I get a quick recap of how this is looking?
Well, the 27 theory didn't come to fruition, and now we're just starting to get, I guess, a little negative. I don't know. I mean, it's just no one knows what Rockstar's plans are, but we have been brainstorming here today, and I want to just do kind of a worst-case scenario on what Rockstar's plans may or may not be. Hey. Thunderbolt Vintage coming through. We need you guys to lock in. And here's another one, Lucia. See, this is what I was talking about. Now, this one looks pretty fake. This is Lucia and the baby. And that's what I said. I think this game starts in the middle of a hurricane. If the game doesn't have hurricanes, like, just shut this shit down. If the game doesn't have so we start the game in the middle of a hurricane. Rockstar Games presents black title card. You hear the crazy sound design of the hurricane, and then you hear the emergency broadcast from the television in their motel room, and it slowly pans. Oh man, I got this game figured out. It slowly pans out from the newscaster on the television screen saying that there's a massive hurricane, and that they're putting it on lockdown. and Lucia is pregnant. She has complications with the pregnancy or something. So, Jason has to go and try and remedy that. He goes to the grocery store, and this is how we implement the combat situation, right? We got to have the player. And there's all new combat system in GTA 6, like more sophisticated than ever before, better than any fighting game that's come before it, right? Just putting all these other fighting games to shame. And all hell breaks loose at the grocery store because all the people are freaking out. They need their last-minute supplies. Cutscene triggers. Jason's trying to get something, and someone else takes it before. And then boom, boom, boom. Hey, I've seen you before. The guy recognizes Jason, Jason doesn't like that, so he punches his face, and then all hell breaks loose, combat mechanics, and then eventually Jason gets knocked out. We cut to black. We go 1 year earlier before they 1 year or so earlier before they met up, and Jason's in Liberty City. Dude, I got a better GTA 6 than this shit, homie. Oh my! What if I'm like totally right? Like, dude, what if I'm totally right? What if that's really how the game fucking? I mean, it sounds what else are they going to do? A normal-ass fucking Bonnie and Clyde story? Like, well, I mean, they can do that, but... What if I'm a 100% exact? Bro, could you imagine? Oh. We can make the AI trailer. Yeah, we can make the AI trailer. Oh my God. Well, by the time, if you guys know how to do the AI screenshots, we could actually just make those. We could put the prompt in. Yeah, but here's the thing. You guys laugh at it, but if Rockstar did it, you guys would be saying it's the best storytelling of all time. I already said this game is going to be more emotional than Red Dead 2. It's going to put Red Dead to shame. You're going to really lock onto these characters, Jason and Lucia. And when the end comes and it's really emotional, you're going to be saying it's a 20-star game. We already know what the ending is, right? It's pretty predictable, so. Like The Last of Us 2, that's what I'm saying, yeah. But instead of this one, it's not a zombie outbreak. It's a hurricane, and they have to hunker down. We should do a stream of a big trailer too. Well, if you know how to generate screenshots, like this, we can basically put our idea in. But I don't know how to do that. That's actually more complicated because it's the style within the game graphics. So you're going to have to. I don't know how to do that. How do you make these screenshots? Because if we went to the AI right now and said, I mean, you would have to really know what you're doing with the AI to make it look like the game art stuff. Because that looks like a video game. Like it's got like a smear to it. I don't know how to. Oh my God. Oh my God. What if they're going to implement the black character with dreads as a third playable character? I don't think so. I think it's going to be a two-playable game, two-character game. You can paint the image first yourself, and then AI makes it more realistic. You can draw. Well, those screenshots are in the style of the game. So how are they telling the AI to do that? Because it looks like Red Dead 2 graphics to me. Looks like Red Dead 2 graphics to me. That looks literally this looks literally better than the game. I'm not even trolling. This looks literally better than the game. Let's go. Let's get the chat moving. Holy shit, you guys! Here we go with this dead chat again. Yesterday it wasn't dead. We couldn't even keep up. But they're all making bullshit up like, well, Rockstar posted trailer too, by the way. That's what we're talking about. Let's get it moving. Didn't the leaked footage have the dude with dreads as a playable character? No, that's no. Guys, the leaked footage is all over YouTube. They don't even take it. They used to take it down, but they're not taking it down. What if they cold drop trailer 2 with no warning, just random on a Tuesday? It's not going to happen. Will the NPCs react to the hurricane and upload videos to social media in GTA 6? The game has to have a dynamic open world where the NPCs can record things in real time and up. So the social media is real in the game. But that's what the game has to have. The social media is real within the game, but it's so they develop their own internet in the game that actually works. And I guess you have trigger points where the NPCs will, and it's actually a simple system. The game will just start generating things that actually happen in the world, and if you go there, they actually happen. Like what they showed in trailer 1. Now, even if there's not an infinite amount of these, it would still be kind of cool, but it would be better if they had a procedural system that just did infinite content, essentially. And this can be done. I can tell you that right now. This can be done because other games have done something similar, not to the certain extent, but it can be done. Do you think January 7th could be trailer 2? Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to highlight it on the screen. Right now, Rockstar's concern is this. Right here. That is Rockstar's concern right now. In the new year, GTA 5 gets a next-gen update on the PC. We have the source right here. Right here. This was from the Rockstar News. This is their concern right now. No one's talking about it. There's no logic with these GTA 6 YouTubers. They just spout a bunch of bullshit. And it's like, I understand the 27 theory was fun, and it came from the Rockstar devs themselves. But it's like, let's look at what we have here. This is what we have. And this is straight from the horse's mouth. So GTA 5 on the PC, literally from their wording, is getting an update in the new year. Now, in the new year implies 2025. When? We don't know. Seemingly, this is the concern right now. This is their priority right now, to get this update out on the PC, which actually features censorship. So now that whole conversation is going to come right back into this, because now everyone's pissed at Rockstar. Man, this is... Everyone. Here's the thing. Everyone is pissed at Rockstar, so when you update to the PC, if it's a free update, maybe it won't be. I have no idea how they're going to handle it. On console, it wasn't a free update. I think you had to... Well, I bought it anyway, so... I bought the physical version, which came with no map, by the way. But so they stopped doing maps in their games, and so the next gen PC version is getting the Confederate flags removed. If they haven't, I think they've been removed already. But the NPCs, the controversial NPCs at that club, they haven't been removed in the current PC version, I believe. So they will be in this one. So any of the censorship changes, they will be added in. So that's what I think we're getting in January. That's what I think we're getting in January. That's what I think we're getting in January. What does January 7th got to do with the 27th? Who knows, but there will be probably a new theory within the next week because everyone's bored. So they're just going to start new theories up. I mean, the thing is, though, this one actually, like I said, it seemed like it had some weight to it. It wasn't just another moon theory that made no sense. Red Dead Redemption 2 Next Gen update, they don't have time for that. It's just like, do we want them to work on GTA 6 or do we want Horse Game updated? You know what I mean? Like, come on, guys. It's like I'm assuming they have all hands on deck on GTA 6. They're trying to get this one out. I don't think the other Rockstar, like, what is Rockstar San Diego doing right now? Well, I'm assuming they're assisting with GTA 6 because otherwise, what else will they be doing? I'm assuming every studio is assisting with GTA 6 in some capacity. So we're talking hundreds and hundreds of devs on this game, and they're just working like that. I don't know though. Oh yeah, now they're talking about the Switch 2. Well, guess what? Hell, I think the Switch 2 is going to be out before this game. Think about that. That's fucking crazy. The Switch 2 is going to be out before this game, bud. Or at least around the same time. That's insanity. Guys, we still have a whole nother year to go on this game. Or, if it doesn't get delayed, we have 10, 9, 8 months. Unbelievable. GTA Plus on PC. Switch 2 coverage soon. Well, the NVIDIA chips are coming out in when is that show? The CES show? That's early January. So, the PC gamers are going to start. Oh, Lord. Oh, God. Here, it's so funny how the PC gamers complain about prices, and it's like you entered a hobby that is extremely expensive. Like, if price is a concern, it's time to buy a console and just shut it down. It's like, hey, we're going to bitch about the 5090 being fucking $3,000, and it's like, well, I mean, what did you expect? For the price to go down? Like, really? And it's like, I mean, do you really need that anyway? PC gaming is not convenient. It's not cheap. I don't know where people thought that was. It's always been for the people that have a little bit more money to spend on the hobby. I mean, that's always how it will be. So if you want the 5080, if you want the 5090, it's time to get the wallet out and start, Yeah, the 5090 is going to be expensive, but I mean, well, in other news, water is wet. Like, what do you want me to tell you? It's like you thought NVIDIA was going to sell you a 5090 for fucking less? Like, I don't understand. And then they start complaining about VRAM, and it's like, oh, the VRAM is still 8 gigabytes or 12, and it's like, okay, but it's probably more efficient. I don't fucking know, dude. Obviously, it's better than the previous. It can't be worse. Like, 8 gigabytes of VRAM in 2025, that could never be us. Like, NVIDIA sucks. And it's like, okay, but you're going to go out and buy it. Like, I don't understand. Like, if we don't get any news in January, well, the Take-Two investor call, I think, is in February. If we don't hear anything before then or even a little bit after, I think it's the game is delayed. So I think the next date, realistically, to look out for would be February, whenever the Take-Two investor. Let me look up this Take-Two investor call. If Rockstar's got nothing to show before then, Take-Two investor call. Here we go. Let's see what the next Take-Two investor call is. They don't have it on here. I guess they didn't announce it. Someone was saying February, though. So we're going to go with that. I'm going to say February. If Rockstar Games doesn't have an update before the Take-Two investor call, well, then I don't know what to tell you guys. It is in February. Okay. Well, if Rockstar doesn't update us before the investor call or a little bit after, it's not looking good. They have the investor call every 3 months. Okay, so October, November, December, January. The last one was in October, wasn't it? February is relatively late. Imagine buying a 5090 and having only these slot games to play. Well, yeah. Well, they don't. You know, if you're buying a graphics card just to game on, like, you're an idiot. Like you need to be doing other things with it, like AI shit and making money like that, or fucking production or so. Like you got to utilize what you buy, and just sitting around playing games on it. Like, it's like that. You got a massive big GPU that. Trailer 2 will come out on Valentine's Day. Jeez. Shepard, how is the sheep squad doing eating up the slop? What? Stay on that Prozac, bud. Holy shit. Sheep squad, by the way. Nice projection. Trailer will be out Monday, by the way. What if Rockstar Games, when they get back in the office after the New Year's and all that stuff, what if they came out with like a long apology thing and said, hey, we got trailer 2 for you guys? Dude, they would win back everyone over. Like, holy shit. January 27th, by the way. Is that the new theory? The 27th theory never dies. They just keep pushing it to a different month. The 27th theory never dies. They just keep pushing it to a different month. Unbelievable. Oh, my God. It would make sense in terms of the story. We don't know anything. We don't know anything about the story. How are you guys going to sit here and say you know about the story? The story, we don't know anything about these characters, other than what it showed in trailer 1. We don't know the story. Maybe they're just. We have no idea what the story is. Oh, man. The 27th theory is February 7th, second month. Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. Okay, well, we're going to have to wrap this up here soon, more than likely. We're back down to the chat not move. I mean, yesterday was a breath of fresh air. Holy shit. We couldn't even keep up. That chat was moving so fast, we couldn't even. The normies came in here yesterday. The chat rate was at over 100. It's at 8 right now, so massive difference from yesterday. The normies came in here, and that's why that one guy milked it for the whole fucking day. The guy was never not live. Like, even at fucking 8 at night, the guy was a GTA trailer waiting room, by the way. Like, okay, buddy. As a senior game developer, sometimes devs put things intentionally to fool the player, generally have no meaning. This guy's a senior game developer? You're a senior game developer? Well, they need to hire you then. Wrap it up in 27 minutes. He was milking it the whole damn day yesterday, and I thought I was the last guy live. Because I was realistically wrapping it up. I thought, well, yeah, after this time slot, they're not updating us today. But this guy was live the whole day milking members and everything. That guy made thousands of dollars. It's like, damn, he better just come up with a new theory himself, and then the internet just runs with it, and then they can just, I mean, Jesus Lord. Well, since you're a game developer, I mean, we got a lot of questions, but I'm just wanting to know if they can do the social media system. I think that could just be something. Just about milking. He forgot Jason's name. Yikes! Like imagine getting into these topics and then getting those things wrong. Like, I'm sorry, but it's like at that moment I would click off the video and say, okay, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Like, if you can't get those details right, then clearly it's just a yap session for these people. It's a 15-minute video. It's a yap session. No interesting, no charisma, nothing. It's a very odd thing. Well, someone was coming up with a new theory, and they were saying that the 27 theory was actually correct, but Rockstar pulled back at the last minute because of people getting upset and harassing the devs or something. I don't know. So that's another theory, is that the 27 theory was actually correct, but Rockstar pulled back at the last minute. Imagine that. Sounds like something they would do, actually, because the studio's very woke. Oh, man. Yeah. So I think the priority for Rockstar Games heading into 2025 here in just a week or so is to get this update going for GTA 5 on the PC and advertising that and putting together a trailer of the improvements and things like that. And then everyone's going to start bitching again. And it's like, it's right here on your screen. This is from the horse's mouth. So this is the priority for Rockstar Games right now. And it's like, right here, this would have debunked the 27 theory, but no one brought it up. Not a single soul brought this up. And we have to look at what's coming from Rockstar. We have to look at their game plan here. And this is from the horse's mouth, and it says within the new year, in the new year, which implies January, right? It's the new year. That they're going to update GTA 5 on the PC. And that's going to be the priority. So it's like, well, if they were to advertise GTA 6, that's going to steal the thunder from this PC port with the next-gen update. So I think they want to get this out of the way before, if they have something to show for, they have to first get this out of the way because this was scheduled before that. This guy works at Arcane Studios? Okay, buddy. Hold on. Arcane Studios. Oh, these are the Just Cause guys. Ain't no way, homie. Oh, never mind. They're not Just Cause. Oh, Lord. Deathloop, Redfall. Oh, Redfall. Oh, shit. Hey, you worked on Redfall, bud? Thank God for Redfall, because without that game, we wouldn't have been a viral meme. Got to thank the dev. Hell, I'd wear a Redfall shirt right now if the devs sent me one. My God. Let's say it's game of the year. Wolfenstein. Oh, this guy worked on Prey, Dishonored 2. Oh, shit. People are going to be so pissed when GTA 5 trailer for PC laughed my ass off. Trailer. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So in my opinion, this is the next step right here. The GTA 5 next-gen update on PC. What's happened, it's right up on your screen. This is the next step forward for Rockstar Games, in my opinion. GTA 6 is not the focus right now. It's not the priority. It's on the back burner until, at the very least, this. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Hello? Why is the chat not moving? Unbelievable. Oh, my God. Bully 2, by the way. Okay, buddy, that's never happening. Bully 2, by the way. I mean, think about what you can do in that game. It's not happening anymore. I mean, even when it came out, they were saying that there was a big controversy. Biden energy? All right, let's get you, Ben. Jeez. 2026 sounds like the target for GTA. So that's what I'm saying. It's just, it sounds like the most realistic at this point. Sam Hauser has said that GTA 6 will be woke. Bully is an overrated game made by popular YouTubers. Oh Lord. Well, it's the same with Red Dead. No, I bought Red Dead at midnight. No one else did. Well, that's not true, but most people didn't. Let's just say that. And you know, over time, it started to get really more popular. That's the thing with Red Dead. You know, obviously it was popular when it first came out, but compared to now, it's a totally different game. I mean, if you were to go back in time in 2018, you typed in Red Dead 2, there were videos, but nothing like it is today. I think the thing with games like that is that more people are interested in the lore, more so than playing the game themselves. Because, you know, it's just like, those are long games. Red Dead 2, if you start that story right now, you know how long that, hell, by the time, we should do a fucking Red Dead 2 playthrough, start a brand new game. By the time I beat that game, there might be an update from Rockstar on the fucking trailer. Trailer 2. Lucia will be pregnant. Well, that's what I predicted earlier. I said the game starts in the middle of a hurricane. Rockstar Games presents black title card, and we're talking a grounded story. This, you know, I mean, and you know, I can make what I'm visioning in my head with AI if you tell me how to do it. We can probably make that happen. You know, it starts with a close-up of the television screen. The news anchor is saying the hurricane is coming. It's a Category 4, and you know, they're doing a lockdown, and everyone has to evacuate or some bullshit like that. But they're deciding to stay. All right, here we go. So, you know, they're deciding to stay. Jason and Lucia are do it. Tell me how to do it. What AI to use? Tell me how to generate screenshots like this, and we'll do it. We're going to make our own GTA. I'll just make our own fucking GTA, homie. Did you see the sound effects? They all act like the Lucia pregnancy is a big reveal when it's really so predictable. King AI? What is that? Never heard of that. Sounds like a weird movie. No, this is okay, buddy. Dude, we can just make the whole game with AI. I'm going to make this prologue with AI. Screenshots, obviously, because you can't do video that's realistic. So we'll just do screenshots. And we'll give you the rough idea. We'll give you the storyboard of the intro for GTA 6, and you guys are going to love it. It'll be better than the actual story. Actually, I just figured it out. I just figured out the whole ending to the game. Holy shit. It's the same ending as Red Dead 1. Oh, shit. It's the same ending. I can't. Oh, I figured out the whole storyline for this game. Oh, the normies are going to love this game. It's the new Red Dead Redemption. They're just going to start resonating with these characters and start getting emotional. Oh, my God. Don't give them free idea. Well, we want to help Rockstar at this point. They obviously don't know how to curate anything. Suno AI. Okay, so what do you type in to get these screenshots that look like a video game? That's you gotta see. Look at how do you make that? Because it looks like a video game. Like I don't know how to explain it. So did they put like a Red Dead 2 image in there to? Because that looks like a video game. It doesn't look like a real image. I mean, you can describe this, but it's going to generate like a photorealistic image. GTA 2. Wow, we had 342 viewers earlier. Where did everyone go? The fuck? We had 342 viewers earlier? Damn, I didn't know it was that high. You can tell it, make it look like GTA. Really, it's that easy? Well, then we're going to try and generate my idea for the prologue of the game. Type in make GTA 6 gameplay based on GTA 6 trailer. I don't think that's how it works. You can add your story. What AI are you? That sounds like super, bro. That sounds like really advanced. I didn't think it was that advanced. Rockstar is gonna milk the emotional story. People are crying that GTA 5 isn't emotional, so Rockstar is gonna make the GTA. Lucia does not have a baby. It's fake news. Nothing like that was in the leaks. Okay. Well, the motel was. And that's where we start the game. Because I remember watching the leaks, and there's a moment where they switch between characters. Like in GTA 5. Jason and Lucia, they switch real quick. And they were both in the motel. So we start the game in the motel, and then it ends with Jason getting knocked out in the grocery store. We cut back, because it's a kind of a cliffhanger. It's like, well, what the fuck happened? Like, you know what I mean? So then we cut back like a year or two before, and then, we go from there. And it shows how they meet and everything. And then at the halfway point, you get back to that point in the story, and the trust scene in the trailer, they are actually in the exact. That's what I'm saying. That's the home base for the game. That's the home base. Guys, we're going to have to wrap it up here soon. We're going to have to wrap it up soon. 57 frames, by the way. 57 frames. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Lucia reveals by the end she is a man. They would love that. Here's another thing that I think they should add in the game. COVID. Put it in 2020, and they have COVID in the game. Because they already had that COVID billboard. You know what I mean? They had that COVID billboard in Trailer 1. We can pull that up right now, and I'll show you. They had the COVID billboard in Trailer 1, and they have a mechanic where you have to put on your mask. And this will play into the Bonnie and Clyde thing. So when they do the robberies, they'll put on the COVID mask. Because you have a built-in controversial factor. Rockstar needs that with this game. You get people talking. This shit's going to be on mainstream news, right? The first video game with COVID? Dude, I will give this game a 10 out of 10, homie. I will give this game a 10 out of 10. Show the billboard? That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. Social distancing? That's what I'm saying. I mean, okay, wait, no. I just refined the storyline. We gotta. What AI? We gotta generate some GTA 6. We're gonna make the prologue for GTA 6. We're gonna make. The Division has COVID before COVID. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're right, it does, yeah. And the map in the Division 1 is so Kino and I mean, it's got soul. You go back and play that game, and it's like, what happened? The map design in that game, it's like really fucking good. Everywhere you look, it's like you just kind of take it all in. It's just like everything was handcrafted. You could tell it was handcrafted. It had to be. Just go play the Division 1 and walk around New York, and it's just like, it's just really great. It's just really interesting. Now the gameplay loop gets tedious because it's a looter shooter, but there is a survival mode that I've never played. I think that might be interesting. It's not a COVID billboard. Okay. Well, we're gonna go show you the billboard because you guys don't know what you're talking about. It's not a COVID billboard, by the way. Okay, let's see what this is. 220 million. Okay. We're gonna go to the COVID billboard here in just one moment. It cures emotions. Where does it say it's not COVID? When I have... It's so fucking woke. Shit. Okay. This shit is so fucking woke. Okay. Hey, we're going to get it up on the screen here. It might be a little pixelated here. I already get a good shot. This looks like an AI thing. Like, it looks fake, too. Dude, that AI. Look at the AI. Hold on. No. Hold on one sec. Look at the AI compared to this. It's like in the same style. How did they do that? Dude. Okay. This is the COVID billboard here. It cures emotions. That right there is the COVID virus. What does it say? Angus Angstipan. What does that mean? You gotta get your booster shot in GTA 6. Jesus. What is ANGSTIPAN? What is that? Let's get these experts in here. COVID, by the way. How is that COVID? I don't get it. You can read the text below if you look at the trailer in 4K. Is it really that simple, IAD? Because I want to make I want to make the prologue. My prologue is going to be better than the actual game. I can tell you that right now. Because it gets the story really moving and a lot of intense action, and then it kind of slows down, slow pace, slow burner after that. Right? Introduces the player to the combat mechanics. Boom. Guys, I had it in 4K. I had it in 4K. What you mean, homie? No, I don't need video. No video. No, I just want to make images that kind of look like this so that we can do our prologue. We can do the prologue idea, and I'll show you because I have it all visioned out, mapped in the head. And my prologue is going to be better than the actual game. I can tell you that. My prologue would have the players glued to the controller. They wouldn't be putting it down. Lucia, vote for Kamala in GTA 6. That will cause turmoil. Okay, we got to wrap this up. You guys are. Well, it doesn't say that it's not COVID, so. And why do they show it? Okay, we're going to wrap this up. The chat's way too dead in here. I mean, we just came off of the 27 theory. I thought you guys would have a little bit more hype. I mean, we did have, to be fair. 341 viewers. I don't know. We lost 100 viewers. I don't know where you guys went. Like, I guess we should have just continued. I should just continue the 27 theory. Fuck this shit. We're going to continue the 27 theory, homie. We're going to continue the 27 theory. This is what it says below, patients. Call your doctor if you're erect. What the fuck? Wait, that's for it's making fun of antidepressant. Okay. Well, so they might as well implement COVID in the game then if they're just. Bro, the theory is so dumb, the copium is so real, dog. We're not, I'm not on the 27 theory anymore. My theory is that Rockstar isn't talking about this game anytime soon because, well, why would they? There's no rush to. Obviously, they had all of 2024 to update us on this game. They haven't updated us once. Why would that change? There's no reason for it to change. Oh, because people are mad on the internet? Who gives a shit? Like, what the fuck? That isn't going to... If people really wanted to make a change, they would stop playing GTA online. There should be a day of where everyone just puts the controller down and it has 0 players. Well, that's never going to happen. So Rockstar is going to talk when they want to talk, when they're ready to talk. Yeah, no one knows, and that's what's frustrating, I guess. But it seems like right now on the foreseeable forecast here, we have the GTA 5 next-gen update on PC. I think that's a realistic expectation right there. I'm going with the January 31st theory now, that we must have news by the 31st. Well, the Take-Two investor call is early February. If they have nothing to show before then, I don't like that. That doesn't make any sense. Because, it's going to be brought up at the Take-Two investor call. And what are they going to say? It's coming this fall? Who's believing that at that point? That's what I'm saying. So you're going to have to. They're going to have to solidify this idea that it's coming in fall of 2025, especially in February of 2025. Like people are going to eventually just start to wonder, like, what are we doing here? Like, trailer 1 came out in late 2023, December 2023, and now it's February 2025, and presumably Rockstar still has nothing to show for. The investors need to start calling in and asking those questions. Where's this game at? You know what I mean? We haven't gotten anything from Rockstar Games since 2023. See, and I don't know how to keep telling you that, but it's like no one even said fall 2025. Take-Two did, right? Take-Two said fall 2025, but the trailer itself doesn't say fall 2025. It just says 2025. So the general public that isn't like in the bubble of this shit, they think it could come out next fucking month. You know what I mean? Wouldn't that be crazy though? What if they moved up the release date to fucking spring? That'd be crazy, you know what I mean? So we can see this woke slop earlier. Do you think they'll improve the Lucia model for trailer 2? I hope. They got to definitely improve Jason. That guy's generic as hell looking. But the thing is, those character models didn't look that generic before. Like they actually had kind of characteristics to them. Now, you could argue that they maybe looked a little too attractive in the leaked gameplay, but now they just look generic. So I think they did change them, but they changed them not for the better. They will not release it in 2025. They have too many. Imagine the views on release date. Laugh my ass. You're going to milk this game more than Rockstar. Oh, I'm not going to milk it, but I know who will. Yeah, we're going to milk it, by the way. Well, we're not getting members left and right. I know who. I saw the milking yesterday, believe me. I saw the milking yesterday. The guy was live for fucking 10 hours straight. I mean, it was member after member. That guy made over $2,000 last night. Milking the shit out of this. Trailer 2 waiting room, by the way. He damn well knew that shit wasn't coming out. The fuck? But it was actually a smart hustle because you had these normies clicking on these streams thinking that something was going to happen. And I pulled the plug immediately after I saw that fucking a couple of hours after I saw that, because we wanted to wait it out for a little bit to see if something was going to happen. We didn't know if Rockstar was going to really figure it out. I've been covering this game before the normies started talking about it. As soon as trailer 1 was announced, we started covering it. With less viewers than we have now. It's probably a bunch of bots. Half of these streams are fucking fake. I'll tell you that right now. These view counts on these streams that these people get, like, it's so fucking fake, it's not even funny. Shit. Oh, shit. Did you see the Lucia actor? No, I don't know who that is. Okay, we're going to have to wrap this up. The chat is totally dead. I don't know what to tell you. We got 245 viewers apparently, and the chat's just totally dead. It's like, what do you want me to do? You want me to, get hyped up on that 27 theory again? It didn't happen. What do you want me to do? Jeez. Why is the chat totally dead? Okay, we're going to wrap it up here then. I can't keep sitting out here. It's getting colder. Imagine Chromecat's comparison to GTA 6 to GTA 4. Ooh. Well, yeah. Yeah, we'll have to see how the game turns out. I mean, maybe this will be the best game of all time. I don't know. It certainly has to be. It's got to combine every GTA game together. It's got to be the most detailed open world ever made. They can't skip out on half of this shit. I think there's going to have to be many role play elements within GTA 6 campaign that you can do as Jason or Lucia. You know, if you see the volleyball, you should be able to play volleyball in the game. If you see the surfboard, you should be able to surf in the game. If you see the basketball, you should be able to play basketball in the game. If you see the skateboard, you should be able to skateboard in the game. I mean, it shouldn't be that hard to figure all that out. So if you see it, you can kind of do it within, obviously. And if they made a basketball game in this game, like, it would be better than 2K. It would start cannibalizing the sales of other games. They would just buy GTA 5 and GTA 6 rather, and say, "Well, we can just play the basketball game online." And you know what I mean? So, well, and Take-Two doesn't. You know, Take-Two owns all of NBA 2K, so they don't want to cannibalize sales. But I guess it wouldn't, because you get to play as NBA superstars. So. That's what I'm saying. It can't be anything like GTA 5. Like, that was a half-assed effort. But, you know, they were working with limited hardware. They were getting a little too ambitious with that 3 playable character bullshit. And, you know, they lost a lot of they lost the 2 other technical directors to help out with the framework of that game. And that's probably one of the reasons why it's not as detailed. The driving was downgraded. Like, it's just not. The building should not just be enterable, but filled with things to interact with. Whew. You guys are asking for a lot. But, I mean, you know, it is a $2 billion game. Now, they should have basketball in this game. There was a rumor that it was going to have basketball. But, no, it should have basketball in the game. But, you know, it's not going to cannibalize the sales of NBA 2K, because that's NBA. You know, that's LeBron James and Steph Curry and all that stuff. You don't get that. I mean, this is just a mini game within the game. But, you know, if they have the Euphoria physics engine and all of that stuff going, it could be really fascinating. It makes no sense to release it since GTA Online does so well. That's sad truth. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like you could argue this game doesn't need to exist. Unless they can unless they can predict the next 12 months and do a forecast and say, okay, the revenue is not where it needs to be, for, you know, the revenue is continuing to decrease on a consistent basis. There's really no reason for this game to exist. I can make a whole video about why this game doesn't need to exist. They've been writing GTA Online and milking that for years and years, over a decade. Why would they need to change anything? Clearly, it's a successful recipe. This is a big risk. Do you have that on your list? It might be delayed so they can milk GTA 5 Online for longer. They gave up a lot of money when 6 comes out. That's what I'm saying. It's really a big. It's really a big. It's a big risk for this game to come out and even exist. I'm serious. Because you have to get people to migrate over to GTA 6. How are they going to do that? Are they going to close the online for GTA 5? Is your shit going to carry over? Hell, we haven't even heard about the online for this game. Like, this game doesn't even exist. Dude, we haven't even heard about. We barely heard about the story. Barely heard about what the fuck's going on at all in this game. Like, there's no way this is coming out in 2025. They should just get it out of the way and delay it early January and just shut everyone up for a while. You know, a couple of new screenshots of Jason and Lucia. That's what they need to do at this point. Because it's just like, you know, how are you going to make this whole... Because the online has to come with it, right? Like, it's got to be an all-new online. They have to develop that, too. I don't know where you see this game coming out in 2025. Like, Jesus. GTA Online makes $800 million a year. The online came out later for GTA 5. It wasn't much later. It was about a month. I was there day one. It came out in October of 2013. Same with Red Dead as well. It came out, I think, later that month or something like that. Very, very close to release, not too far off. A few weeks. So they have to develop the online and the campaign at once, and this online is going to be more crazy than ever. Like I don't know how they're going to do it. Unless they do separate onlines this time around, where it comes out a year later or something, then I can see them pulling it off. But if you're going to have that built-in native role play aspect day one, like that's why this game ain't out. No news until Valentine's Day. Screenshot of lovers together. Oh Lord. Well, the Take-Two investor call is coming in February. That's what we've heard, although I looked it up and I didn't see anything about that. But presumably that's when it is. And the Take-Two investor call is going to be that turning point where it's like if they still have nothing to show for, and it's just, it's coming fall 2025 this year, it's like, who's really buying into that? Like, really, honestly. So presumably, maybe they do update us at the end of January before the Take-Two investor call to instill more confidence in the investors. I don't know. Because the investors are going to start asking what's going on with this game, and it's just going to be the same old answer. Oh, it's coming this year, fall 2025. Well, is it really? Because Rockstar's not updating us at all. They skipped an entire year. It's like, when is it going to start getting realistic that this game is actually coming in fall of 2025? See, that's what that's what they have to solidify, that this game is coming in fall of 2025. So the next Take-Two investor call is going to be a big stepping stone for this game. And if they still, in my opinion, if they still have nothing to show for, this game ain't coming out. That'll all but confirm a delay. If they have nothing to show for before the next Take-Two investor call, which is, I believe, in February, it's a wrap for this game for 2025. No way. No way. No, if they have flying motorcycles in this game, just turn that garbage off. See, when I played GTA Online, you don't have flying motorcycles in the campaign. It's not that fantasy like bullshit. You got the fucking DeLorean in GTA Online. It's literally a fantasy game. It's like, it's a disgrace. It really is. Like play GTA 4 and then jump to GTA Online, and it's like, what are we playing here? Like, it's like fucking Power Rangers. You got pink smoke coming out of these flying motorcycles and the DeLoreans and shit. It's like, what is this garbage? Like, this is fucking cringe. Play the campaign, and it's like way more grounded than that. Like, what the hell? No wonder why they all left. Like, that's a disgrace to their work. Like, what the fuck? Dude, play GTA 4, and you don't got no fucking flying motorcycles in that game. God. October 2025, we're still on track for fall 2025 release. That's what I'm saying. The next Take-Two investor call, I think they only have until February to get realistic about this fall 2025 bullshit. And maybe at the end of, unless they come out right after the Take-Two investor call, because that's what they did the first time around. I think right after the Take-Two investor call, they came out and announced that the trailer 1 was coming. So unless they do that again, I think the most realistic time frame is early February for an update on this game, if there is going to be one. I think that'll be the cutoff point where it's just like, okay, this is not starting to make sense at all. I mean, even right now, it's not starting to make sense. They had an entire year to give us something, and we got absolutely nothing, and it's just like, well, clearly the game isn't where it needs to be. Clearly they hit a roadblock somewhere in game development where it's just like, now they're trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. Probably with the online shit, because I'm assuming they're developing both at once. In San Andreas, we had jetpacks, so what's the difference? But the jetpack was at Area 69. So, okay, that makes sense. The jetpack is in Area 69 where they're developing things that are futuristic. Okay, well, that makes sense. It fits within the story. It's not just a random jetpack. That's how you got the jetpack, unless you put the cheat code in. Which, by the way, cheat codes need to be in this game. That's got to be a thing. But the new generation doesn't know what cheat codes are, and they actually get like really woke about that. Like, oh, imagine playing games with cheat codes. Like, you're a fucking square, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, they actually get mad if you use cheat codes. That's another liberal thing, too. Like, imagine getting mad that someone uses cheat codes, but then these losers fucking mod their PC games to hell and back. Like, let's just get up out of here with that shit. The fuck? No, it was a talking point. They were getting upset about cheat codes in a game. How dare the developers do cheat codes? That puts more stress on their work time, and, you know, they got to go home and they got to feed their families. Like, what the fuck? Like, dude. I've never seen such fucking bullshit. Online caters to the Fortnite generation. Yeah, well, it's a smart business move because it's clearly successful. It's the second best-selling video game of all time. Zoomer devs at Rockstar cry that they have to go back to the office for work. Imagine how the game's going to turn out. Yeah, and primarily this was made from home, presumably. I don't know why they were working from home in the first place. I guess since COVID, they all transitioned from the office to home, and then they just stayed at home, and now they were mandated back to the office earlier this year. Okay, we're going to have to wrap this up here, folks. So, yeah, I think maybe in early January you're going to get this PC GTA 5. I think in early January you're going to get this GTA 5 PC trailer, and that'll take up about a week or so of coverage. And GTA Online events, whatever they got planned for that. And Red Dead stuff, but maybe the end of January, before that Take-Two investor call, or after, right around that time frame, I think realistically is when, if they are going to talk, I think that's when maybe they'll pull the curtain back. But for now, it seems another waiting game here for Rockstar Games and GTA 6. Okay, well, we're going to have to wrap it up here. The chat is completely, totally dead. It has stopped moving. GameStop will finally see people lying around the block for this. Physical gaming will make a huge return with this. Well, that's implying that the game will have a physical release. I said digital only. That's my prediction, at least initially. I don't think this game is releasing on disc. And I think one of the reasons why that's the case is because it will prevent leaks, and Rockstar wants to say, go fuck yourself with the leaks, because they've had this game leaked tremendously already. And in order to really lock that down and prevent gameplay from getting out before the embargo and before the game actually releases, they only hand keys out to trusted high-end, the top game reviewers that are obviously going to sign an NDA and all that stuff. So you go digital only, you keep it on lockdown, no leaks, no story leaks, boom. I think it'll be digital only, and people are going to get hot about that too. And even if it comes even if there is a physical copy, is it going to have a map? Because GTA 5 on PS5 didn't have a map, and I think if you go out and buy Red Dead 2 right now, they don't have the map included anymore. So you get less. Okay, we're going to wrap this one up here. That is going to do it, folks. And we will keep an eye on this and see if there's any updates. Maybe Rockstar has different plans. Those are just my predictions and assumptions. And, well, there was some facts in there here and there. But we're just going to have to wait and see as we head into 2025. It's going to be interesting, to say the least, on really what they update and if they update us at all. And in a way that makes sense. But right now, everyone's a little upset at Rockstar because they're just reluctant to pull the curtain back, and they skipped an entire year, which is actually just insanity when you really think about it. They skipped an entire year, 12 months of nothing for GTA 5 GTA 6, and really no one. I didn't even think it was going to be this long of a wait. I thought the 1 year anniversary was really the most. I didn't follow the moon theory. I thought the 1 year anniversary of Trailer 1 was going to be that time and place where they at least acknowledged the game, but they didn't even do that. So You know, trailer 1 broke YouTube records and smashed, you know, big views. I mean, just crazy numbers. And they didn't even acknowledge it. They haven't talked about this game since December of 2023. No, they don't do gameplay trailers, and even if they do, they show a split second of gameplay. Alrighty, folks, that is going to do it. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, tagging along, supporting the show. And with that said, we will see you later. It's over.